and bleed him dry.
All right, so we left off at 9 a.m. on the 10th of Eleasis, on the 10th
Elias
day of
is
the
what?
first 10 day. Oh, let me stream.
I'm sorry, can you just repeat what day of Eliasis it is for my notes?
Yeah,
The
the
final
10th
day of the first
day
10 day.
day of the first 10 day.
Yes.
All right,
Not
and
not the 10th of the first. Come
yeah,
on, man.
Halt die Schnauze, lass diesen Scheiß endlich
Fuck
mal.
you.
yeah, das ist das Scheisten. It is shitty.
So shitty.
All right, so you've
Bad
just left the former Ultra Cool Academy.
By force.
Yeah, what they were like torturing some people and something like that.
Allegedly.
Yes. It's
Okay,
like the
so
Al Bihrai prison in Iraq or something like that. Or how was it called?
yeah,
Abu Ghraib. Abu Ghraib.
Yeah, that thing.
Abu Ghraib.
Abu Ghraib.
That's what Carr likes to call it when he gets like,
Yeah, that's what I call my
hey,
that's what I call my
hey,
imam.
hey
Abu
there, babe.
Ghraib.
You wanna come with me to Abu Ghraib? It's just down the building.
It means God is grabby.
Mm, sure it does.
All right. So you got your carriage sitch going on.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I would give well, we were getting a bunch of cash monies, right? And I hid it in the
Yes.
carriage.
Yes.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
was 250 platinum.
PP.
That's a lot of cash monies. I think we should probably just like leave. I think before we get mugged.
You can't.
So we can we all agree, like, so we're all just kind of in the carriage right now.
Are you all riding
We just
together?
left.
Well, we're not all in the carriage, right? I mean, it's not like Harry Potter's carriage. It's got limited interior space,
Yeah.
and fingerless Harmonel or sorry, fingerless Finderwell is in there with me.
Yeah. But hang on.
And yeah, I assume it can't fit more than like two or three people, right? Is it a four-person carriage or a two-person carriage?
How many is on a horse, anyways?
Yeah. I'd say probably 4.
Okay, okay, fine. You're welcome to join in, boys.
So Alaric is going to kind of step in with like kind of like a bewildered look on his face, just like basically conveying like this is a really fucked up situation. Whatever's going on here in this town, in the
What?
city.
It is indeed.
Yes.
He's giving
Alex
you like he's
observed.
basically giving you like the Jim from The Office look,
Did I
Okay.
do that?
wide-eyed, like you know like the way white people smile. That
Yep.
Oh.
It's about pressing their lips together.
Mm-hmm. Raising them at the ends.
Mm-hmm.
Very weird.
You know, a smile.
Weird. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird though. It's the way white people do it.
you never seen that meme?
I I don't know what you're talking about.
I've seen it.
Look at memes. That's the face he gives you. Like
Mm.
ah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, well, if you're not gonna say anything, I guess I'll just
he's just gonna be like whisper over to you like, I think we can all agree that as long as this city is still being run by these psychopaths, I don't really know how safe we're gonna be uh, in Nightstone, regardless.
mm,
I don't know how clear your name is going to be, or if you've just attracted the attention of
mm,
a bunch of anti-magic psychopaths.
mm.
Coo.
It's been a moment though, right, Car? So I'm not like I can't remember super well. So like we gave the dude the
Ben.
body, and
Yeah.
that's why he gave us the cash, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he also denied that it was Zarek the animal, and it was almost like a
Yeah.
be quiet about this.
Okay, but yeah,
Very
he gave us some cash monies, and basically like it was sort of like yeah, it's all good. and then it was sort of like an "it's all good" kind of sentiment from him, right?
Yeah.
That's the way we ended with him.
Hmm.
So what we're doing?
Is that correct, Car?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Alric, I would agree with your assessment that this city does not seem like one that will keep us long for this world,
No shit, Sherlock.
Cool.
given the
Cool.
given the ambivalent nature with which that unsavory fellow just interacted with us. I would say that we count our blessings and our coin and maybe go home.
Surely something must be done here, though. No. What about all the clerics we seek to find here? Have they been arrested too? Magic's been banned. It's insanity.
Can we go to the Temple of the Seldarin to take a look?
Yeah, we should go to the temple and see what's been done with the clerics.
Yeah, let's go to the Seldarin.
We could. I don't think I think that it would behoove us to maybe not all go together, though.
Yeah, we can split up.
Perhaps Alric should go, since you're the one who knew a cleric, and you can go under the guise of trying to find a friend of yours. And if it so happens that your friend was arrested for having magical tendencies, you can simply apologize and say you didn't know, you only knew him as a helpful individual. And then we can discuss what to do from there.
Sounds somewhat unbelievable, but maybe it's our best shot. Plus, I am a little sneakier than the rest of you.
I am sneakier than
Never
you.
had a friend who had skills you didn't know of? I mean, come on. Come on. Like, come on.
Look, I am worst case scenario. If anyone goes after me, I can easily get myself lost in this massive city.
Yeah.
I can easily lose them.
Yes. And don't take this the wrong way, but you are nobody. And so your name is not really on record anywhere, nor can they simply ask for you and find you in known location.
Yeah, I'm not quite as notorious as Lady Vara Ilsanane and
Hey.
Sir
Oh,
Harmondel of House Vinderwell.
Mythos
Old
Squire.
man, you will keep a civil tongue in your head.
Boy.
You are speaking to the Lady of Nightstone and Sir Finderwell in service of the Duchess of Daggerford. That's the sense in which we are known quantities, and you will keep that in mind.
Boy.
Your names will be taken with me to my grave, if necessary.
Well,
They'll be written on
let's
your
hope
grave.
let's hope that's not anytime soon. She said with a bit of a barb.
So I guess, is this the point where you guys want me to sneak off and just kind of check out what's going on at the temple, if it looks safe, actually, talk to people, or should I try taking a sneaky approach just to get there? Stake it out a little bit.
I would say that you do whatever seems most sensible to you.
What do you think, Harmondel?
I mean, you can go down there and scout out the area and approach it in whatever way you see most fit. We should have somewhere where we're going to meet up, though, when you're all said and done.
Why don't we have a meetup place that's pretty close, that if anything goes down, you can actually hear it, and it's pretty close to the temple without implicating you as being at the temple itself.
Where is Le Temple?
Down in the castle ward here.
Okay. And
why don't you just kind of wait around the corner? Maybe there's a tavern or something over there you can kind of congregate outside, and then we'll all go there, and then I can kind of try sneaking up on the temple itself to catch what's going on.
Vera's going to briefly look up at the sky where the sun is.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the sun? What time is it?
It's 9 a.m.
It's 9 a.m. Okay. Yeah. And Harmondel's house is like somewhere in the middle of the North Ward, right?
Yes.
It's kind of like smack dab in there somewhere.
Right here.
Manticore. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that seems like a reasonable enough plan. And then when night falls, perhaps we can work our way to
Nightfall, quietly it crept in and changed us all.
What?
Singing Glad Guardians Nightfall. Because we said Nightfalls.
Gay.
Okay, so then to the Seldarine.
Okie
We must,
dokie.
we must find a cleric.
Yes.
Cleric.
Cleric.
Eric the cleric.
I have a question, Harmonel. How well do
Alric the
you
cleric.
Harmonel, you still know the city pretty well, right? You did know the city before we left 2 weeks ago or whatever it was.
It was like a month and a half
Three
ago.
months. It was like
Ellis
3 months ago.
The
Yes,
whole
still remembers.
thing started less than 3 months ago. Did not. We've only been gone like a month and a half.
Why don't you, Harmonel, drive the carriage since you know the city better than any of us, and you can find us a moderately, oh sorry, find us a tavern or inn befitting our rank in the vicinity of the Temple of Seldrain. And when
Interesting.
we
We'll
get
try
there,
to see what I can find.
yeah, and then Alric can go from there to the temple. But so so as not to arouse suspicion, we can drive our carriage and our horses to a place that makes sense to have a carriage and horses stationed outside, preferably somewhere where they won't get stolen. So, sound good?
Yep.
Must away.
All right. So where
Okay,
you
so
going?
what do I roll for the inn to find something?
So
Yeah,
what-
he's trying to find an inn somewhere that's pretty close to the temple, that
Yeah.
it won't be that that suspicious that they're kind of posted up there. And from
Yeah.
there, Alaric will kind of sneak up on the temple, try to scope it out, see what
Yeah.
the situation is.
Yeah,
That
he's
way,
trying
that
to-
they're there as backup if anything really loud or wild goes down.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's trying to check where all of his good hangouts are, but his Dingleberry doesn't have very good Wi-Fi.
Nice. Make a history check. See if you can remember the place, the location of any taverns nearby.
Anything really within like earshot of the temple that wouldn't be too suspicious.
Mm.
You guys are just gonna be like posted up there, bruh.
Bruh.
Bruh. Bruh, I was just like straight up posted up on the corner, man.
Man,
Man.
do it in a black accent.
Are you gonna fucking roll
Yeah, seriously, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, what do I roll for that?
a history?
History.
Juice.
That's
History. History.
+3 on history.
Are you rolling? Okay.
15?
Nice. So
Not
yeah,
bad.
so there is a the closest tavern is right here.
How is it called?
Le
LSOP,
Petit Dwarf.
please
The
fix.
crawling spider.
Oh, I thought it was going to be called Le Petit Dwarf.
No.
Le
Le
Petit
Petit
Inn.
Dwarf. That's funny.
Yeah.
Is that like that's basically like within earshot of the temple? Kind of. If something real wild goes down, they'll be able to hear it
Yes.
if
I don't
they're
know.
kind of listening. No.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Well,
Okay.
well, here's the thing. So let's start riding our horse. Let's head that way. Damn it. One sec.
The fuck was that?
It's his phone. So it's like it's 150 meters away through a wall.
What?
To be fair, right before we can go out, I can give them. What can I give them?
There's you can't see it because it says the Temple of Seldrain on the map here, but there's like a row of houses right here.
So we're already on our way, right? So we're clip clop clip clop clip clop, smacking the coconuts together.
Mhm.
And on the way, I will allay Alric's fears by explaining to him that there is no way in hell there's no way in hell that all of us are going in that temple are going in the tavern anyway, because we are not leaving our carriage, which is now loaded with a lot of wealth, entirely unattended. So the brothers Finderwell, if they would be so kind, the other brothers, the non-playable brother, they'll if they would be so kind as to watch over the horses and the carriage, and we'll send them out a bottle of wine. That would be lovely, and then they can have an ear on the situation.
Yeah, they're down with that.
Cool. So yeah, you guys keep an eye on the carriage, and we'll send you a bottle of the finest wine from in there. Do you have
You
any
know,
perfect-
so as we're in the carriage, and coming up with this plan, can I give Harmonil my vigilant blessing just in case?
What's that do?
He gets advantage on next initiative
Oh, sure.
Why? Why you blessing him, huh?
because he needs it more than you.
Wow.
And then right as we pull up there, can I just give what time is it now?
It's like 10 a.m.
Oh, okay, so never mind. So they don't need Eyes of Night. All right, cool.
We all have dark vision anyways, because we are elves and not humans.
Yeah, but it's better dark vision,
It's like 300 feet.
300 feet. Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
I just want to see if there's anything else I can give them. Yeah, no, nah. Cool.
All right.
All right,
So
yeah. So that's all I do.
all right. So how many? So who all's going where?
They're all going to the crawling spider, right?
Okay. And you're
With the
going up.
carriage.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you guys take the carriage to the crawling spider, which it's got a like a sort of a fake underground rock aesthetic to it.
Ah. But it is above ground.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And it's made from like plaster and rock rubble. And once you go inside, it's not very well lit, but it's got like stuffed spiders hanging from the ceiling. There's all sorts of fake monsters on the walls. It looks like a haunted house.
Roll them up, you fuck.
There's no fucking map. Why would you think there'd be a map?
Because of the doggo.
No, it's on a specific map. Deal with it.
Fuck you.
So it's got a real Halloween aesthetic. How topical.
Mm-hmm.
So while they go inside, the other brothers Finderwell are with our carriage, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm going to sneak out and pull up towards the Temple of the Seldarine. I'm
Okay.
going to try to do so stealthily. Okay,
So
my
you're
stealth
gonna
is-
sneak up to the temple?
Yeah, just kind of through like the back alley. Just try to like basically look over there without being seen by the people that are over there first. If that makes sense.
Okay. I guess give me stealth.
19.
Nice. All right.
Just
Yeah.
kind of
So,
like peer out over there and see what the situation looks like.
yeah. There's people coming and going. Seems regular.
Oh.
Seems norm.
All right, so at that point, I guess he's just gonna walk in.
All right. Yeah. It's
It looks safe, so
yeah. It's the usual. Nothing has changed since the last time. Well, I guess you've never been here before. It's the same tall white, gleaming stone. It's got the big dome on top. You go
So-
inside.
Body strapped to the outside or anything like that. No one got keel hauled onto it.
No. You'd be surprised.
Very surprising. Maybe they
But it-
realized it wasn't smart to kill all of your magic users who are also your medical professionals.
So you go inside, and the entrance is sort of like a directory that leads you off to like a circular room that leads off to various other chambers that are dedicated to the various members of the Elven pantheon.
Based.
And
does this format seem to kind of be like typical of all of these temples, or is it unique to this temple?
well, this is like a pantheon temple, right? So typically temples will be dedicated to like a specific elven god, but this is to all of them.
This is just like the biggest ass temple in the world.
It's definitely the biggest like elven temple in the world, yeah.
So I'm gonna look around and try seeing if there's anything. So these are all Elven. Ilmater would be like a different pantheon, right?
Yeah, this is
Yes.
the Elven Pantheon, yeah.
So all the based gods like Corellon and so on. But Solonor, Vandria,
I'm gonna.
Angarad, all these based gods and not these pesky
Mhm.
human ones.
Wait, was this where he met with all the racists?
He met
Yes.
one racist.
One based guy, not racist, he was based.
So, so I guess I'm gonna just look around and try finding any sort of cleric.
Okay, make me some perceptions.
What's my perception again? +10. Watch me roll in that one.
Not two.
Fuck you! How? How the fuck?
He's a witch.
Elves. These are the power of the elves.
How?
Yeah, so this there's quite a few people in here at this time of day. You identify there's a number of people that are like sort of engaged with like a group of people that seem to be like religious figures or in charge.
I just try. Do any of them appear to be unoccupied?
Yeah, there's one over to like the sort of arranged like a compass. There's one into the southwest room who is just like who's like cleaning one of the statues.
I'm going to pull up to him, be like, "Yo, sup, brah?"
So, brah.
Magovanen.
So
You
I
should
kind of
be-
go straight up to him. We're like, "Excuse me, may I have a moment?"
Yes, my child.
Uh, is there any possibility we could perhaps speak privately about matters of faith? And I'm gonna like kind of hold up my symbol as a fellow cleric of our great religion. I don't fucking know.
He smiles at you and he says, "There are no clerics here, child. Magic use is banned in the city."
Can I do perception? Can I roll perception?
No, you
See,
can roll insight,
just trying
though.
to read.
Stop moving around,
Insight.
Euros.
God damn.
No, I won't.
Super loud.
I'm trying to roll
You're
insight.
required to do it at all times.
I'm basically just trying to like read in like is he full of shit or not.
Maybe he doesn't like you because you're human.
16.
Classic.
Yeah, he's speaking in like half truth.
I'm gonna like kind of quickly put my my symbol away and be like, of course. We wouldn't. Neither of us would be any practitioners of magic, of course. But would there still be any possibility we could speak in private?
He sighs, and then he puts down his cleaning apparatus. Make a persuasion check.
And I'm gonna kind of like lean in and whisper to him like, I need to know what's going on here. D20. Oh, I'm not very persuasive. Shit.
Good.
What am I? It's just a 1d20. Ah, shit.
Noob.
1d20.
Noob.
17.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Ooh,
so
thank God.
yeah, he puts his cleaning stuff down, and he looks around, and then he sighs again, and he says, "Follow me," and he takes you off into a side room.
And you
That's,
get raped.
Yeah, and you get raped.
Car, a question of precision. Is magic use forbidden, or is it like the ability to use magic that is being persecuted, or is that distinction not really cared about?
It's hard for you to say at this point. I don't think you've seen enough.
I guess we wouldn't really know.
Okay. Well, I mean, the signage says that the use of magic is forbidden, right?
Mhm.
Not that like magic users need not apply kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as things stand, to our knowledge, it requires an actus rea.
I mean, yeah, they're not like yeah. So far from what you've seen, yeah.
Okay. Cool. Very good. Thank you.
So am I alone with his elf now?
Yes, you're like a supply
Now
closet.
he has sex with me because of the invocation.
Show us on the doll. What the
No, so what does he say when we get in? Does he say anything, or is he waiting on me to
Yes, he looks at you expectantly.
look? Like I'm kind of like whispering, like hushed tones. I'm a man of faith, and I hold up the thing again, and I'm like, a friend of mine has been grievously injured, and I was seeking members of my order to help him. And then I came here and found that in the last few months, the entire city's been taken over by these madmen. Do you know what they've done to the clerics?
Well,
Have they been harmed in any way?
Most of the members of your order were killed very quickly. They refused to stop practicing their magics and were executed.
Oh Lord.
That's
Oh.
their fault for practicing magic instead of using magic. For
My goodness.
It's
Have any gone underground?
many of them fled to those that renounced their faith or stopped practicing magic. Many of them fled to the field ward.
This Lord Protector is a monster. Like, so I'm gonna like ask him, like, are you too a man of magic?
It's a very personal question.
Yeah.
He just says,
Yeah.
he just shrugs and says, "What's it to you?"
Buy me a couple of drinks and find out.
Yeah.
Look, surely this monster can't be allowed to continue running the city this way. What about the Lord's Alliance? What about the other cities on the Sword Coast?
The Lord Protector has withdrawn Waterdeep from the Lord's Alliance.
Oh. That's good to know.
Very
What
Trumpian.
about the people? What about the people?
The people care not. They're fed, and they're wealthy.
On the backs of killing everyone that stood in his way. This is madness.
What can
No.
what can you do?
Sparta. What can you do? Can I read if he seems like if he's like being coy because he thinks I could be
Yeah, make some insight.
The elf's like, first time in a pogrom? Okay.
Mm-hmm. First
At
time.
least.
21? 21?
21.
No.
I got 21 here. Can we check on that 21 there?
Yeah, so I mean, he's being a bit coy, but he also doesn't really care that much. You know, elves
He
are
really
very
doesn't care
elves
that
are
much.
aloof.
He's so quintessentially elf.
Do you happen to know where I could find these individuals in the field ward that are resisting? Or even
His
have to
his
get
his
to the
nose
field ward
like
now?
his nose wrinkles, and he says, "I would never go to the field ward."
Look, as a man of faith,
It's not a
As a
matter
man-
of
as a-
faith, son.
Exactly.
he is stealing. He is disallowing you to practice your religion. To practice
He-
the
he
gifts
just,
that
like,
are
kinda
going to
like-
give us.
Gestures around him that it to mean like that's clearly not true. You're talking to him in a temple where he's like actively practicing his religion.
Yeah, but clerics are a part of your religion, are they not? Are not the powers that we are given blessed by the gods? Is that not part of our religion?
What do you want? I gotta go. What do you want?
Maybe Hamil should go.
Do you know any way to get to the field ward? I'm sorry. For
I'm
how abrupt
sorry!
this sounds.
Yeah. So
My friend is in desperate need of medical aid, and they've killed everyone that could help. He's an elf.
you just
Oh, you should have loved that.
yeah. He tells you that you can go through like so only the only part that's closed is like this gate and that gate and that gate. You can still go in through like this gate and that gate.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like the only part that's closed.
So
is
the North Gate being run by like these rebels in the field ward, basically the
Well, it's
entire
always been run
field
by the
ward,
field ward.
but it's just like completely separate from the city. It's just like
Yes.
all the rebels are just holed up in the field ward, and the rest of the city is just like, fuck them. We don't
Yep.
care if they killed all the religious people.
Who cares?
This is formerly like a real cosmopolitan city, but this guy just came and killed everyone he didn't like. Cool.
Yeah, but he distributed their wealth. That's the important bit you're forgetting.
Communism.
No, not communism. It's about violent takeover. That's just good business.
Mm-hmm.
It's like strongman takeover 101.
Besides, like most of the people aren't magic users, you know, so it's like doesn't really affect them.
They're just poor schmucks.
Mm-hmm.
And were any members of your order taken as well and killed? I'm gonna ask him.
He says, "Of course not."
Every single member of the Temple of the Seldarine was completely down to just stop practicing magic.
Oh, or they're just overpowered to get killed because high elves don't die.
Why don't you
That's
mind
not-
your own
that's not-
business?
No.
Not you.
Yeah.
No, he was talking to Greg, I know.
So he's just not happy with this conversation at all.
He leaves and goes back to. He grabs an extra bit of like cleaning stuff from the shelf and goes back out.
Interesting. That didn't go exact. I was not as persuasive as I would have liked.
You do have a 0, and you're very somehow even more blunt than Zerk is.
I guess at that point, that is pretty in character though.
Mhm.
He's not exactly. All right, so I guess wise old.
I have a feeling those
Alaric
sales
is
calls
going
don't go
to-
too well, Greg.
He's going to jaunt on back, but stealthily again, just in case that guy's going to call the secret police on him. He's gonna sneak on
snap
back
him.
to the.
Just let Hamil try it, he will show you how it's done.
We like to call them Elf Stapo.
I got a 12 on my sneakiness to sneak
Okay.
back.
The Elf Stapo have you in chains.
What are they doing? What are they doing in the tavern while I was doing all this?
Yeah, what were you doing in the tavern while he was doing all this?
So when we go into the tavern, I'm gonna survey the place, and who is the tavern keeper?
It's a short, human female. Black
Short
hair.
female. Very nice. So I will ask the short human female with black hair if they have any elven wines in their pantry.
No, ma'am. We got regular wine though.
Huh. What wines do you have, dear miss?
Regular.
Red
and white.
You have red and white, and that is the level of differentiation that you have.
I could mix them.
Oh God. Harmony, do your brothers prefer a red or a white?
I think if you mix
them with
would
rosé.
drink regular wine.
Red wine.
Red. Then we will take a bottle of your regular red. And if
All right.
you
It'll
guys
be
to send
five.
it out to the carriage, that would be great.
It'll be 5 copper per glass.
For glass.
Oh, you
Just
wanted a
give
us
bottle?
the
Oh, you wanted a bottle of
silver
one copper,
cost.
one silver then.
I'll give you a silver for the bottle, and you can keep the change. How about that, miss?
Okay, it is 1 silver though, so there's
Well,
no change.
then enjoy the change, miss.
It's Bitcoin that changed.
It's Bitcoin, exactly.
All right.
Okay. And I'll flick her a copper as well,
How generous.
and tell her to bring that to the gentleman out in the carriage outside.
You bring it out to the carriage.
Yeah. I'm assuming there was only one carriage, right? There's not like 17 of them, and she's just gonna like pick one at random.
She says, "You bring it to the carriage out there."
Okay. Yeah. We're gonna have to hurt this chick.
So has Greg returned now from his antics?
Not yet.
Okay. So, I mean, I think that was about it, and then we're just gonna have a quiet drink and
All right.
chat about
Yeah. So
painting.
takes about 20 minutes, but Gregory gets back from his quest.
His name is
So
Alaric.
Oh,
did it
sorry.
go, human?
Wait, we're gonna drink for 20 minutes in silence. That seems very awkward. Is Harmonel gonna tell me about his life at all, or about his painting, or about his plans for?
I thought we talked about the painting.
Anyway, Alaric gets back.
Oh, I wanted to hear Harmonel's life. Fine.
So I'm gonna quickly, pull on up to the crew and kind of start giving them an explanation of what I've learned.
Elderly human man, how are you?
Look, they've
Elves are too
basically
good for you.
killed it. They've killed basically anyone that can help.
Let me. How was
Either of our
the-
situations with your dead friends or Harmonel's brother, unfortunately.
Are you sure of this? Did they say that all?
Let me try. Let an elf try that. Not a
The
human.
only ones that we could find, including members of my order that I might personally know, that some that may have survived may be in the field ward, which is basically operating as its own separate entity at this point.
Well then.
So, by the way, how many wants to go to Temple of Eldorn as well to lay an offering to Corellon and crew?
Corellon and crew.
Yeah. And because Alaric is useless because he worked as a human in the Temple of the Elves, then Hamil is trying to extract it for himself.
Well, Harmonel, would you like to go speak to the elves? Do you think you'd be more?
Yes, I'm sure he will give him more.
Well then, feel free. We will wait here and have another drink in your absence.
All right. So you're gonna go to the temple as well.
Yes.
He's just like, oh, you didn't get any information. Classic human. I guess I have to do the job myself.
Yes,
To
exactly.
be fair, he does
Exactly
have
like
the
that.
information that they're all a bunch of racists, which
Yeah.
I was not aware of.
I mean, you've met Harmonel though, so that's sort of on you to not have expected that.
Yeah. How dare
Yeah,
he
but
not generalize?
Yeah, seriously.
How dare he not generalize all elves as a bunch of racists?
Oh, high elf. Okay, you've met a few different elves. And you know the high elves are racist. Also, they're high.
All right. So, you I assume you're not gonna sneak to the temple like Alaric's dumbass
No.
did.
Nah.
All right. You're immediately
Okay.
arrested as soon as you step outside the tavern.
Noise.
No.
Really?
No.
Fuck you.
So you go to the temple. It's
Yeah.
still just as busy as when Alaric was there.
Yeah. So I look to see where I can find a cleric.
Does anyone greet him like using a dog whistle?
Fuck you.
No, everybody seems to
I
be
like that.
everybody seems to be pretty busy at the moment. Make a perception check.
Let's see what my elven eyes see. Where are we? Perception, I've got +2.
Really low. I poke his eye out on a candle on accident.
Eros, why
Let's
did you
say
stop
that's
using
20.
your good mic?
Because I am not at my normal home.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Where are you at? Oh, have you
His
still not
family's
moved? Oh,
house.
that's right. You still haven't moved. Jesus.
No, he's at his family's house.
I know.
remember?
I just remembered that. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, damn, 20.
Looks
Okay.
like weed, dude.
Yeah, you see to the southwest of you. Yet again, there's that same guy who's cleaning the statue.
Yeah. So I will go up to him and greet him, obviously in Elvish. We'll come with Aya no Servalaina, Elensilla Lumen Omentilevo.
Assalamu alaikum, brother.
No, that means Hail Valargild, a star shines on the hour of our meeting.
Cute. He says, Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Allahu Akbar, let's bomb the infidels.
No, he greets you back in the traditional Elvish greeting, and he asks what he can do for you today.
I'm looking for the services of a cleric.
He smiles at you and he says, there are no clerics here, brother. Magic use is forbidden in Waterdeep.
I mean, what happened? I don't remember this. That I was in Waterdeep a few months ago and don't remember that. When did they pass that new law?
Last month.
Last month.
It's a new law.
It is a new law, yes. Last month, magic use is forbidden. You will have to go elsewhere to find your clerical needs, I'm afraid, brother.
And so I cannot even bring an offering to Corel and
Of course you can
Father.
bring an offering.
But someone needs to holy it. How do you put it? Like, bless it.
Yeah, you do that with a prayer, though.
Like, I remember the temple having practices where the clerics would bless the offerings to the All Father. So is this gone
Yeah, they
now?
do that by prayer, though. They don't do that by casting a spell.
Oh. Can I roll insight on
And you
that?
would
Because
know
I
that.
don't. I mean, I would know that from Evermeet.
He doesn't say that. You know that.
Ah, okay. So there's no one in Waterdeep that can help a fellow high elf then.
There are no clerics here. What help did you need?
My brother is gravely injured after getting attacked by a pack of wolves. And it seems that he has gotten some. How do you put? I don't know how that thing is called in English. Wait, let me Google it.
His injuries are never consistent with a pack of wolves. We'll say that.
It's just not even
Gangrene.
remotely consistent at all. It's just hilariously inconsistent.
No, like, how do you get gangrene in real life? I mean, you need to get shot or what?
How do you get what?
Gangrene?
Gangrene.
Oh,
need to
like
be in-
necrosis or something?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know
I mean like an
what-
infection, yeah.
I mean, you can get out by wolf bite if that's because we'll never know what the fuck these wolves are.
Oh, gross. Hide that image.
Thank you.
You don't get embeds anymore, dude. You abuse
Okay.
your right to use embeds.
Yeah.
Embeds.
So, where can I find a healer to put it like that? It doesn't have to be magical. It just needs to be a good healer.
Mhm. I can give you the address of a healer just up the road.
Excellent. Hanonle
Actually, it's not even up the road.
Mikvanur.
It's just across the street.
And what's his name?
Deluntir.
Excellent. Hanonle, and I will still go for to do an offering to Koren or Father.
All right, you're arrested as you do it.
Awesome.
No. Okay. Yeah. So you do your offering. It costs 1 silver.
Okay.
Is this healer Dutch?
No,
'Cause it's not so
He's
bad.
Flemish, but he's an ethnic Dutch.
he's freezing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent. Hanonle Mikvanur.
Allah, Salaikum al-salam.
I think Mark's family has a very calming effect on him. He's very, very even keeled today.
I know, it's, that's the 3rd time I've been reverse elf racist to him, and he's not even reacted.
Yeah, it's alarming me a little bit. I'm
I don't
worried
like
for the
I don't
storm
like
that
it.
is sure to
I don't
come.
like it.
He's gonna bottle this up. It's gonna come pouring out in the most uncomfortable of times and places.
Mm-hmm. All right, so,
Okay, so I leave the temple now.
all right.
Alaric is pretty bad at what he does when Harmonill is way more convincing than he was.
Well, he also didn't keep trying to push the fucking magic thing.
That's true.
Like, he didn't sound like a
Harmonill is
fucking
an elf.
undercover cop.
Do you use magic? It's okay. I'm not a cop. I'd have to tell you if I was.
It's true.
Yeah, like the Breaking Bad scene.
Yeah.
So I return to the rest of the party,
Okay.
Mm.
and
And
okay,
we actually are
unlike this useless human here,
He's a half elf,
I got-
isn't he?
no,
No, he's technically a human, but with like some elven ancestry, like way down the line.
Gross.
so
okay. He's a
I
quad.
managed to get
Way
a
up the
name.
line.
I managed to get
Whatever.
a name that could
Yeah.
help us out. This guy is called Diluntia, and he lives just up the road, so we can try our luck there.
I just want to say I like the idea of his elfishness being way down the line. He's like, it's okay. My great granddaughter is an elf.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No, like my great grandfather's fourth cousin was.
I
Okay, so
sexually identify as an elf.
It's my niece's cousin is an elf. Don't worry.
it's all good. so let's go see Delunder.
Tier.
All right.
Dylan Tier.
It is dueling tier. Yeah, so you go up the road a little bit. And it's literally right here.
Okay.
Excellent.
It's just a regular looking shop, but it's very well maintained. You go inside, and there's a bald man with a pudgy guy with a terrible comb over behind the
Nice.
counter.
What?
He has a terrible comb over.
Terrible what?
Comb
A comb
over.
over. A comb over is when you're bald and then you take like the shit on the side and fold it over the top of your head to make it look like you still have hair.
Okay, good.
It's kind of what you got going on, Euros.
Ooh, kill him.
Wrecked.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Are we sensitive about it?
So, so you go inside and he looks up from he's like mixing, what smells like perfumes. The sign above the door says Deluntir's Apothecary. Deluntir and Sons Apothecary. You go inside and he says, "Law, what can I do for you, my lady and my lords?"
Just gonna like defer to Harmonill because I don't care.
I was told by the gracious clerics of the Temple of the Seldarin that you were a good healer.
Yes, we have something that can fix that stutter.
Fuck you. For fuck's sake.
Jesus Christ.
The lady Ilsenine is going to give a little like stifled chuckle. Like,
But no. He says, "Yes, of course. What can I do for you?"
okay, no chuckle for you then, Deluntir.
And I will get Vahayan to move a little bit forward.
Okay.
Oh shit, I can't do anything about that.
Oh, fuck! Yeah, no, Vahayan lifts up his mask, and Deluntir, like, visibly recoils, and he goes, "Lord almighty, I'm not sure I can do much about that.
But can you try?
I could, of course, I'll give you a balm and a potion, but..." Hold on one second.
Can I roll insight to see if he thinks it'll do anything? If he's
Yes.
kind of like pulling our leg.
Mm-hmm.
Don't pull too hard; it might come off.
Oh my god. 22.
Damn, boy.
Yeah, he doesn't seem convinced at all.
This isn't going to work. I'm just gonna say that very matter of factly. Like he doesn't think it's going to work. I don't think it's going to work.
It's like putting a band-aid on a severed limb in the hopes that it'll grow back.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Look, surely Dylan Tier, you're in this business of
Dylan
healing because you're a good man. Do you know anyone who could help fix that?
Ouch. That.
Yes, well, his condition is certainly progressed quite far. I would recommend finding a cleric in the free ward.
The free ward? I thought it was the field ward.
Yes, they've taken to calling themselves that.
Ah.
Seems a
And
bit
the
on the
Timber
nose,
are-
don't you think?
On whose nose? No, he doesn't say
Not
that.
Aeon's.
We have
slap
fun here.
Alaric when he says that.
No,
Jesus Christ.
what did you
So,
say?
so are they truly a thing apart then?
Yes, they certainly think of themselves like that. For now,
Yes,
our esteemed Lord Protector has seen fit to ignore them.
Ah. But so the gates at the north end of the city are closed, and that's the end of the story then.
Just go around.
Okay.
Seems like kind of a weird solution. You'd think they would, you know,
Fire and wrath.
they pretty much police this whole area, and they have like a little part of the city is just under rebellion. They're just doing nothing
Well, so
about it.
you know that even before this, the Waterdeep basically really never patrolled the field ward at all.
Yeah.
True.
It's like, enter through there if you wish.
Yeah.
We don't give a fuck.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
not necessarily that. The only thing that's really changed is them basically like barring the gates.
Yeah. It's
Not much has really changed in that regard. Like there was
Yeah.
an occasional patrol, but one of the reasons that the End Shift Tavern was there was because it was like, the guards can do whatever the fuck they want there without like oversight.
Got you.
Yeah. It's actually probably a good thing for the city for them to just close the gates. Like,
It's probably for the best, yeah. They don't, honestly, it might be the one of the only good things the Lord Protector has done.
yeah, it probably has reduced crime all around and made the
Yep.
guards have a little bit more sense of godliness.
Yeah, damn, they can't go get drunk at Casey's anymore. Grr.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Poor
Fucking
Casey,
Byron.
honestly.
Look at Casey. We killed his business.
I mean,
Yeah,
So
you
to be
see
fair,
him
we
find
did
him and he's
give him,
like,
like, a
for some
shitload of
reason
money.
nobody shows up anymore. I don't know who did this.
I used to service pretty much all the guards, and now they're all dead.
well, I mean, if I had to service all the guards, I'd be glad if they were dead.
Oh,
You're a bit of a necrophiliac over here, huh?
No, then I wouldn't have to. Man, come on.
comes with the territory.
You're a bad man.
But
Alright.
anyway, so Deluntir, he asks if you still want the pulse, the herbal poultice.
Poultice. There's not an S with the L.
Polar bear.
Polar bear.
He's
Sure.
like, maybe I'll take that
I'm
stuttering
gonna
potion.
I'm just gonna quickly say, don't do it.
Yeah, the brothers Finderwell will pass.
I mean, let's fucking go to the field ward then.
Let's go to the fucking
I mean-
free ward, man.
Yeah, whatever you want to call that thing, yeah, but we've got to lose.
I
Let's-
could I could easily see Harmon being the kind of guy that refuses to call it anything but the field ward.
Probably, yeah.
But first, let's go to Mantico Street for important business.
Dude,
Allegedly.
just.
You say, let's go to that. Let's go to those terrorists' houses. You say while behind the while talking to the shop owner.
Alleged terrorists.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, how many this house was not the only one on Mantico Street. There were other people living there as well.
That's true.
So what's the time of the day now?
It's about 11.
Like in the morning?
AM.
Damn, man. Okay. Well, let's just kind of casually start going through Manticore Street. Like we don't really have anywhere we really need to be.
Mm-hmm. Lord.
And then as we're going through, what does Harmonel's place look like? Does it look condemned?
So
Does
there's
it
a
look
guy
like-
standing on his lawn, and he's like watering it with a hose. And as the carriage go by, he goes, "Slow down!" No. So yeah. So you give me some perception.
Perception?
Yeah.
Let me check. What's my perception?
All rolling perception.
Oh,
Can't remember. how to
18.
do
damn.
it. Should
Yeah,
do that.
Harmonel, you damn.
27.
Alaric, you
Jesus. Coming in hot. Five.
Vera, you look out the wrong window. But Alaric and Harmonel, They don't see anything. Well,
There's
so
other walls on this
the
side.
windows and the doors are boarded up, but beyond that, you don't see anything suspicious.
Like does Hamil had like some artist thing
Does he have what?
sign for commissions?
Oh, he's got what?
He had like a sign for his artistry workshop, like for that he's taking commissions and all that stuff. It's I think still there.
It's untouched.
Alright.
The plants are overgrown, weeds. The windows and doors are boarded up, but besides that, it's pretty much just untouched. You know.
So from my side of the carriage, Vera's gonna say something along the lines of like, I can't make anything out from here.
What the hell is it?
Tell me what you see.
They've taken the whole building.
So that they can relay their information to me, so I can be part of this.
Your boy Alaric is going to start explaining.
Okay.
Your boy Al.
Your boy Alaric.
Would it be a good idea to see that to enter then? If the house, like,
I'm gonna ask Alric if he sees anyone watching the place, or if it's just boarded
then
up.
see if the door is locked or is it open.
No. We're still just.
Like, I don't know if I can see that with my eyes.
All right, so you hold on. You're trying to see what?
Like, basically, if it looks like the place is under any sort of surveillance.
Make another perception check.
Come on.
The boy's on a hot streak.
You got a hot streak. You better save those dice.
Your boy down here.
Yeah, you don't see anything.
Nothing suspicious.
Nothing suspicious. No.
Okay.
The fact that there's nothing suspicious is a little suspicious.
That is in and of itself suspicious.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I don't know what you gentlemen think, but at this point, the guard who came here before are not the guard who are in control of the city anymore, and the High Inquisitor himself thanked us for our services and gave us a
Money.
fortune, and I think that alone should give us at least the permission to at least
Break and
check
enter.
the house. Not break and enter. You can't break and enter your own home.
Yeah, I mean that's
When it's been foreclosed and seized by the bank, you can.
What, has it been foreclosed? Which bank? That bank that burned down?
The sword coat. Yeah, the what? The bank we burned down? Oh, come on!
Come on!
No, but like, is the door locked? Or does my key still work?
You know what?
It's boarded up. The doors and windows are boarded up.
I got some promissory notes from that bank. I'm gonna promise Harmonel's house to myself real quick. Give me a pen.
Shit. So Harmonel, so yeah, the doors and windows are boarded up. So no, your key does not work. Because the door is boarded up.
Does the key not open boards?
No, not yet.
What a shitty fucking key.
Well, his crowbar key does.
Can I firebolt those planks that have boarded up?
Does firebolt catch stuff on fire?
I think yes. Firebolt ignites untended objects.
Not use magic in the city in broad daylight. The city that just made magic.
Yeah, so yeah, you can if you want to. Yeah.
He's gonna use the magic to set his house on fire.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Why don't we come back later when it's nighttime?
Literally
It'll be a
the
little
most
easier to break in here.
suspicious way to enter the house.
Yeah.
I think we
I
should do
burned
some-
down the house.
So Alric, you yodel. I am going to howl. Harmonel, you throw some firebolts.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yell, I'm using magic, motherfucker!
Firebolt.
Inquisit this!
I imagine that when Harmonel uses magic, it looks like, Dragon Ball Z style.
Ah.
Alright, so you're so Harmonel, are you trying to break into the house or you just
Not yet. Let's go to the field wall.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna since we're out of the carriage anyway, I'm gonna at least walk around the house and see are all the windows boarded up?
Yep.
It's
yeah.
Yep. It's properly batten down the hatches.
Yep.
Can I see inside through any of the windows or anything like that?
The windows are boarded up too.
No, yeah, but can I see through are there any cracks or anything like that?
No.
So they're like
Clean
everything's
boarded up, man.
They did a good job
It's
boarding it up.
clean.
Yeah.
okay. And
That house has been condemned.
okay, and I'm gonna look closely, and there's not a single crack anywhere that
Not
you
a
can even see.
single crack.
Akash just said it's GTM and doesn't want us to say anything because he hasn't prepared anything for that.
I don't know.
They just boarded up
Or, you know,
because
they
it
just
was
did a good job
crime
boarding up
scene.
the house.
Hmm.
You're picturing
don't
like
buy
the
it.
like a cartoon style, like where they put two boards over the window. No, they've boarded
so-
it up so you can't get in. It's like plywood, you know?
No, I mean there's a difference between like overlapping boards and boards edge to edge, and edge to edge boards you can usually see a teensy bit between, especially because these aren't like really really well milled boards. This is Middle Ages technology. I'm just working with you, dude. I'm working with you.
I don't buy it.
I'm also trying to give myself an advantage here, but
Here, look. I
Okay.
mean, like even like here. That's a better picture.
sheets of plywood. I like.
No, look
that.
at that second picture.
Oh, but I have to click it and let it take me to an external link, and it's probably illegal.
Yeah, I don't know why it's
Yeah.
it's like that, but anyway, that's basically what you got going on there.
Okay, but you could see around those, right?
I don't
That's
think
what I
so.
mean.
No.
Can't.
Okay, but those are also single sheets of wood. You know that, right? Those aren't boards.
Well, somebody's done that with boards, and I don't know, Mr. Carpenter. Anyway, you can't see
Those
in.
aren't boards.
Deal with it.
Those are single sheets of wood.
You
That's
can't
that's
see in.
truss board.
Deal with it.
Fine. Okay. Well then, I guess we'll go to the field ward.
And then return at nightfall, which will
Break into
quietly
your own
creep in
home.
and change us all.
Gets
No.
Break
arrested
into your
for
own
breaking
home.
into his own home.
What's the noise level like in this alley?
This is
street.
a fairly quiet part of the city.
Okay, and it's all residential around us.
Yeah, this is residential.
Okay.
Do you know if they're doing any sort of work there? Is it like is there any sort of new residential painting going on?
No. There's no like
There's no business opportunity there.
no. I mean,
Yeah,
you
I was
know,
gonna
I mean,
start selling.
maybe if you could get like money from the city to replace the condemned building, you know.
Okay. So. Okay, well, I guess we go to field ward then. We can have a little look-see over there and then come back and get our assets in the evening.
I like your assets.
Ooh,
Yeah, I bet you do.
kinky. All right, so you go. Yeah, so you go all the way down to the trade ward. Out the gate.
Why don't we just go down the cliffs?
Oh yeah, there you go. You drive the carriage down the cliffs.
I like that.
I think it's going to be Alaric who suggests maybe leaving this fancy carriage out of the field ward.
Shut up, Alaric. What did you ping me for?
No, I was trying to upload something, but then it doesn't have a. The image link is just stupid. 1 second. 1 second.
You fucking plank of wood.
I'm sorry.
I'll show you my plank of wood.
That doesn't make any sense.
Oh yeah, it does.
Why does your dick look like a tapeworm? Yeah,
I
no,
make-
I know.
I make a lot
That's
of
what you
sense.
guys were picturing. I know. That's exactly right.
No, that's not what I was picturing.
But no, I know. That's like the cartoon version of boarding up your windows,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
where you just like pull two off and it's like voila, we're in.
Yeah.
Now, I was actually thinking of like this. Oh, it's big.
That's
It's
just a
gonna
dick
take
pic.
That's what she said.
Shh, 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 shh. Just wait a second. It's worth it. Worth it.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
It'll take a moment
That's what she said.
to fully upload.
That's what
You're having
she said.
you're having trouble getting it to fully upload.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Maybe you can talk me through it.
That's what she said.
Just blow on it. Just blow on it a bit.
Just a little bit.
All right, so You go to the north gate. Outside of the gate, there's not the usual guards. Oh, yeah, nice. That's good. That's a
Yeah.
solid window.
Yeah, but that'll have cracks you can see through as well.
Yeah. Anyway, so you go up to the gate, and there's a few dudes in just like random clothes, and they've got like clubs and spears, and there's a troll who's got basically like a fallen tree.
Very good.
They got trolls.
There's always been trolls. There's an
There's
entire
always been
fucking
trolls.
part of the city called the Troll Yard.
I mean, it could have been called the Troll Yard because that's where they killed a bunch of trolls in historic times.
Well, that is also why. That's why this is. There's a part of the gate called the troll wall, and that is where they killed a bunch of trolls before. But there
Yeah,
are
I thought
also
that
trolls
was
that live
just-
here.
I thought that was just the part of the city where they had a bunch of computers set up so they could bully people on the internet.
Nope. Nope.
Is this where Thin Man gets his Palantir to follow us?
So you go up to the gate, and they don't seem to have any issues with you going in. But the troll does like eye your horse hungrily.
Horse.
Horse.
That's cute.
I'm going to casually ask the troll how things are at the End Shift Tavern. If Kakasi is still there.
Where's Kukasi? Is he safe?
Gone.
Is he
Is he
alright?
safe? Is he alright?
Alric, you don't know this fellow. You shut yourself. Stop channeling your
I feel
former
like I
self.
do know him. In a way, I feel like I've known him all my life.
Somehow, yeah. No, the troll says, gone.
Gone. Gone in what fashion?
Gone. Tavern
That's a
gone.
question towards one of the non-trolls and say, do either of you know what? Do any of you know what he means?
Yeah, shut down.
Huh?
Didn't have any business. Shut down.
Oh, okay. So the tavern's gone, but
Yeah.
Casey is
He's about.
he's about. Okay. But any of you happen to know where
I
he's
think
about?
he's over at the Knight's Rest on Chop Street.
Many thanks.
Excellent.
I'll
It
make a
killed
point,
Casey's business. God damn it.
make a point of looking him up. Thanks for the information.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Cool.
Right.
Laters.
Hey, you got any drugs on you?
Excuse me?
School.
Domestics.
We're buying.
You don't. I'm gonna go up to him and say, you don't want to sell me any drugs. You want to go home and rethink
We're not
your
selling.
life.
We're buying.
You don't want to buy any drugs.
Mushrooms.
Oh no, sir. We're not searching you. We're purchasing.
You don't understand the situation. This is not a legal matter or anything a problem. We're just looking to buy.
We're just trying to buy. We're just looking for a new source. All right. So you guys go on into the.
Out of curiosity, do they actually try to buy drugs off of us?
No.
Okay, because I'm like gonna note that away.
Because I'll sell some drugs. Because I got drugs.
I mean, we
Got
know
drugs for days.
Drugs for days. Drugs for days.
Okay, so we enter.
Okay. Yeah. So you're inside of the North Yard.
Mm-hmm.
So it's quite smelly here. The still no sewage system. So yeah, a lot of open trash and whatnot.
Wait, does Waterdeep have a sewage system?
Waterdeep does. The Fieldward doesn't.
Oh, I didn't realize it did. I thought it was all gross.
You've been in the sewers. Like
That's true.
multiple times.
I guess I just thought they were for show.
You thought they were for show. You've been inside them.
That's
That's how
my
I kind of feel about your mom.
So we're in right now.
My
God,
bad.
these are so clean. Yeah, it's a set
do-
for a movie.
I did some heavy drinking after the unfortunate loss of Varys. Okay, you
Yeah.
gotta forgive me. I drink to forget everything I ever learned about Varys.
Same dog.
Thank God. I'm working my way there.
Okay. Okay, so we're in the field ward.
Yep.
What do you boys want to do?
Find Casey.
I agree. I would find Casey and see how he's doing. See if we can't.
And he'll probably give us a lot of info about the shit that's going on.
And perhaps see if he knows anything, because he's always been a friend to us. So let's do that. Chop chop.
Well, he's been a friend to Varys and you. Notoriously hate Tarmino.
Yeah, he's not a big Harmy fan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To
we
be fair,
There's a lot of beef.
they got off on
and
the
his
wrong foot.
brothers in the car, as it were.
Yeah. All right.
Well,
so you
we'll
guys-
crack-
Tarmino has had a bad relationship with every innkeeper we've come into contact with.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, it's true. He's just a very angry, mean man. He doesn't respect tavern keepers as like an institution.
In his defense, none of the tavern keepers have been, worthy, species.
All right. So
gods.
there's you notice that there's even more graffiti on the walls than ever. There's one of them that you
What
pass
does
by.
it say? Romani te domum. What does it say?
No, one of them is a silhouette of a. There's a silhouette of a sharp-jawed man, and underneath it, there's like a stenciling that says Saint Tesric the Martyr. And then on another one, there's that says there's a similar silhouette that says Remember his
Not
mercy.
Tesric. No, not Tesric. Not Tesric, no.
And then there's another one on another wall that somebody has scrawled in like red letters that says
The Knights of Alora.
WWVAD.
Nice.
Are there
can
like any
we-
graffiti for the
can we-
Knights of Alora or something like that?
What would
www.bushdid911.com.
and then underneath that says what would Varys Aloro do? And then you see that somebody is scratched into a wall. First they came for the guards, and we did nothing. When they come
Nice.
for us, who will be there to save us?
Holy shit!
And
I
then-
just realized
And then
I created Fight Club.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
hold on. And then another,
Sorry.
and then underneath that, somebody has responded, "Ourselves, you fucking idiot."
Nice. I like that.
I like that. Big fan. So Tesric is fucking dead.
Who's
They
Tesla?
killed my. Tesric was my mentor in the ways of religion.
Oh,
And
okay.
apparently, he's one of the ones they killed because I said, "Hey, I'm pretty sure he's up in Waterdeep," and he's like 90.
Yep, that didn't happen. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Wait,
Really?
really one graffiti is what would Varys Alora do?
Yeah.
Wow, Varys is a god at this point.
Paris. Well, I know what Varys would do, but he's fucking dead, man. He'd probably sell his soul to some devil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again.
Again. Look, it's an honest mistake.
Whoops.
Alrighty.
Where'd I go killing again?
That's Harmony squad. Oh boy, here I go kidding again.
Well, do we? I guess I'll ask someone on the street. Are there any street urchins? Some chillins?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'll ask one if they if he or she knows where we might find Casey, and I'll pull a copper out of my coin purse and start flicking it in the air and then catching it.
All right, make a sleight of hand check.
Oh, are you gonna see if I drop it? How rude.
I just want to see how cool you do.
Oh, okay. It's like you did poorly and also dropped it.
Yeah.
Let me see. Sleight of hand. Okay. I have to check my proficiencies and stuff.
It's +3.
I know. I just figured it out. Okay.
He's always bargaining.
Yeah, so it slips out of your hand onto the ground, and the urchin grabs it and says, "The night's rest," and runs off.
It's like I'm just gonna like act like I wasn't flicking it in the air, like I was flicking it onto the ground for the kid to grab, and say, "All right, night's rest." The boy was helpful.
What would Bear's Goldwater do?
That's the question. Yeah, he'd probably
Have
chase
given
after
the
the
kid
kid.
5 gold pieces. We would have given the kid 6 years' wages for a skilled laborer. That's what we would have done.
Hmm.
Upset the local economy, and made the kid a target of violence.
Just for we promote politics are inflationary.
Yeah.
It's
How
like
do
you
you
guys are
know?
like America had that plan to drop a bunch of like really good counterfeit money on Germany during the war to like try and give them super bad inflation.
Okay, so
Well, I mean, that's a tried and true formula in Germany.
All right,
so then we'll go to the Knight's Rest
on Chop Street.
on Chop Street. Sure.
On Chop Street. All right. Let's see. So let me go to that page in my notes.
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 Do we have a map for the night's rest?
Yep.
Excellent. Is the dog there?
By one.
It's a dead dog though.
F.
Oh, like in game though too. Notes. Okay. Let me just make sure the map is right before I pull it up. All right.
Ooh, it's very full.
Yeah,
Oh, there's the
It's like a
doggo.
shit house.
there is a doggo.
Where's the doggo? I don't see it. There. Oh. Is it a boxer? It looks like a boxer. Oh, it is.
She,
It.
but she's dead sadly.
I feel like that barkeep kind of looks like David Harbour.
Don't know
Who
who
is
that
David
is.
Harbour?
Kind of.
Is that your dad's
Oh,
friend?
they are terrorists.
But a slightly sad David Harbour.
Oh,
Like an
terrorists.
older David Harbour.
You're terrorists.
Is it this full of
Wait,
sub-Saharan
wait.
slaves, or what is this place?
Well, all your slaves were from what's it called?
Kallenborg, or where?
Kalimport. So yeah, they're all black.
Is this an elf maiden?
So,
They were all Arab, you fucker.
Yep.
so
I mean, where is Saddam Hussein?
Car, before we're all inside, like while we're outside, I am going to ask Harmonil if he would so I will remind Harmonil of his previous relations with Kakesi, and remind him of the fact that Kakesi may not have the Enship Tavern anymore because of us. And given those two things together, it might make sense if the brothers Fenderwell were to wait outside with our carriage, especially in light of the fact that the carriage has the wealth of a small nation inside, and
That's
we are
not
currently
even
in the real
remotely
world.
true. It does have money. It's the wealth of a very, very, very small nation.
Yeah, like I mean, to
Like
be fair,
it's like an infant dragon's horde, maybe.
so, I mean, let's be clear, okay? I am Nightstone, and that's
Okay.
my wealth. So,
I am Nightstone.
ipso
Second.
facto, wealth of a small nation.
I am the Senate.
I am
right.
the Senate.
So, but Harmonil, would you and your brothers at all mind waiting outside for the sake of?
I mean, Tin Hamili had to reconcile with the bucket man at some point. I mean, he went with Greg to apologize specifically on that, like with
Yeah, he
Varys.
did apologize to him at one point.
It's
Okay.
true.
Let me put this in a different way. I am looking at the three of you and Alric and myself, and the knowledge that there were only 5 of us to begin with in this little quest, and that there's currently more wealth in our wagon than there is in the entirety of the field ward put together, I would imagine. So if the 3 of you would not mind waiting in said wagon, I would find
Why
that
not just have the
Brothers.
twins? Yeah.
because Kukasi doesn't hate the twins.
Doesn't even know the twins. Is it even fair to call them the twins anymore?
I mean, no.
It's fucked up.
God damn it.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Decomposed Foot.
I
Jeez.
call him Half-Foot.
Half foot.
I mean, like, can we like put it in our backpacks so that Sweet, sweet 12.
Wait, put
Have
who
it
in a
on us?
backpack?
Okay. Would Vahan, Javos, would the two of you mind waiting with the wagon and horses to make sure all of our earthly possessions are not stolen while we're inside this tavern? If Harmon insists on coming in as well.
Okie dokie.
Thank you for your.
Is that how they both respond? Okie dokie.
Well, one
No,
says
they're
Okie, the other
Italian.
says Doki. Because they're twins.
Nice. So they are twins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still twins.
Twin telepathy.
Yep.
Thank you for your understanding and sense, my lads. I'll throw a look at Harmonil. So we will walk in
All right.
and look around for old Buckaman.
Yeah. So it's in the so this the so yeah. So the this place used to be in the it is in the slaughterhouse districts. It used to be a slaughterhouse, hence the large, wide open floor plan. And there's still like you can see some hooks hanging high up in the ceiling.
That is very distressing.
Yeah, possibly useful for you. It's pretty busy.
Okay.
But yeah, you see Casey and some familiar faces over at the other end of the tavern.
Where is he? Oh, so he owns this place now.
Well, he works there,
Oh, okay.
at least.
Okay. And who are the familiar faces? It's these guys at the tavern. Right? This is Asir and
Asir, Andala, Fane, and then
Nice.
some of the slaves, freed slaves.
Okay. So this is our place then. Very good.
Your homeboys.
All right.
Your boy.
I'm just gonna stride over there, and I'm gonna pull out a. I'm gonna walk straight up to the counter, and I'm going to ask Casey if he has a bucket and if he wouldn't mind filling it with beer, in memory of Varys Aloro, and giving a beer to everyone else in the tavern, and I'll give him 10 gold in total.
Yeah, so he seems surprised to see you, and he says, Miss Ilsunane, where's Varys?
Casey, why don't you get those beers out, and we'll tell you all about it.
All right, so he goes.
Do Varys Jihadis recognize us when we enter?
Well, yeah, he definitely, obviously recognizes you.
Yeah.
He said the jihadis.
Oh, the jihadis. Yeah, they
yeah.
definitely recognize you, and
Oh yeah, I'm gonna give all of them like one of those like one of those hugs where like you grip wrists and then like pull in and pat on the back kind of thing, like
kinky.
a camaraderie hug.
All right. Yeah, so they're all enthused to see you guys again, and you guys exchange some hugs and whatnot. And Casey comes back with the beers, and Andala says, "Where's Varys?"
It's complicated.
It's not complicated. And now it's a bit of a story, but the long and the short of it is that in an effort to liberate a town of goblins, Varys was struck down. But that is why we are here in Waterdeep, because you all know Varys. He may be down, but he's not gone, and we're trying to find someone who can help us bring him back.
They Indala's his brow furrows and he says, "Bring him back."
Yeah, bring him back from the other side.
You're talking about resurrection.
I am.
Is that what he'd want?
I'm not sure.
I'm going to like slightly hit Varro with my elbow on that.
I'm not sure.
Like I told you so.
Yeah.
Not sure if it's what he'd want, but either way, I'm gonna.
Varys like, honestly, I don't give a damn.
But either way, I'm gonna make.
My dear. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
But either way, I'm gonna make sure he gets to make that choice as he sees fit.
If he doesn't like, he can kill himself afterwards.
Exactly. Well, no, I'm going to give him the option. He
man.
can come back or stay as he sees fit.
Hey, you could either come back or stay in hell.
Yeah. I mean, those are the options. If he wants to stay in hell, that's up to him.
Oh, that's true. So they ask you what you all have been up to since you left.
Well, as I said, we
Casey's got the
liberated.
bucket back with the bucket, by the way.
Oh, very good. So in between sips from Le Bucket, I'll
And I
tell
will
him
ask
that.
Cassie, what's the doggo called?
He says, Hera.
Oh, cute.
In between sips of the bucket, I'll tell them about the taking
you
of
sip a bucket?
Nightstone. Huh?
Can you sip a bucket?
I mean, yes. I'm dainty.
All
I can
right.
take a sip of a
You
bucket.
hold your pinky out.
Yes, exactly. Yes, one-handed holding the bucket with the pinky out. That's
Yep.
exactly how I do. Yeah, and I'll tell them about all the stuff in Nightstone and killing the goblins, and that we now have some holdings there and standing, and are doing our best to carve out a safe and honorable space in the world. Unlike what we've come back to find in Waterdeep.
Alright, but we've done a little bit of that on our own here in the field ward.
I can see that you've done. It seems that you've done some work to right the wrongs of the city.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. We've done our part. It's
So,
a shame about Varys, though. He'd
Ah.
have gotten a real kick out of this.
I'm sure he will still.
At this point, Alaric is going to kind of butt up.
He's
Can-
like,
can you
Varys, my
see-
twin brother.
No. What is that, like Beer Fest?
I
You
don't
ever see that?
I don't know.
They kill off a guy and then he.
Oh,
he
yeah,
gets
I know what
replaced
you're talking
with
about.
his
Yeah.
brother. Yeah. No, I was just gonna say, like, can you see that are they all wearing like the, like the religious shit?
Yeah, they got the iconography of Ilmater. Not Casey, but the
So at
slaves.
this point, Alaric is gonna kind of hold up his shield, showing he also has the bound hands,
God.
and he's gonna ask, I saw some mentions of my mentor Tesric on the walls of this field ward.
You knew Tesric?
He was like father to me. Do you know where he is? What's happened to him?
He's dead. I executed him.
I mean, if they said that he's a martyr, then just us that he's dead.
I feared. It seems the worst has come to pass.
Aye, they captured him for healing, for continuing to heal people after the law passed.
Nice.
And when they took him to be executed, one of the other prisoners broke free and almost killed the Inquisitor. But Tesric saved his life. But they hung him anyway, or beheaded him anyway.
Fuck
Jeez.
Tesric, you stupid fuck.
It's classic Tesric, though.
So at this point,
Yeah,
I'm gonna like kind of put my head in my hands. Hey, you guys got any beer now?
Anyway, how about that bucket?
So he's gonna just kind of look down sadly and be like, "We needed him to help resurrect their friend, and to heal Harmonel's brother, and he was a good friend of mine, slain by that monster that they call a Lord Protector."
Aye. He's done great evil.
How many has
Varys
he
would
killed?
not be
Are there
happy about this. Say that one again?
are there any clerics left alive?
Some, but none as powerful as Tesric.
Fuck.
Not powerful. Do you mean none that are at least level 13?
I did mean that, yes. I did.
What is level 13?
I don't know. None of these guys can even count that high.
Are they being held captive somewhere?
Andala, take off your shoes. You can get above 10 that way.
They shrug and they say that they don't know. They haven't gone out of the field ward. Who's to say?
How are you all here in the field ward? All right.
Good. Yeah,
To what extent has the city barred you, or are you free here at the edge?
They're freer than ever. They after all those guards were murdered, they shut down travel between the field ward and the rest of the city. But we thought it was the end of the field ward, but it turned out to be a blessing in disguise.
And you have what you need. You're able to survive here on the fringe of the city. They haven't boxed you
For
in or
now.
kept you from getting supplies.
Until they try,
Surely
unless they try and
they'll
take the
attack.
north gate.
Huh?
But
Unless they try
What
to take the
about-
north gate.
things don't seem great here either, though. People are still starving.
They were
There's
never
no food
great.
coming in.
They're better. So
You know,
So Leah comes up from the steps, and she goes over and sits next to Indala, and kisses him on the cheek, and she says,
Scandal.
"What's happening, dear?" And then she looks over at you guys, and she pales, and she says, "Where's Varys?"
slain by goblins. I'm sorry to say.
And she tears up, and she says, "Of course, trying to save people, I'm sure."
He was saving people, Leah. He wasn't trying. He was. And he did a damn fine job of it.
Yes, he saved us all here. She says with tears in her eyes.
Hmm.
Sad.
Through the flames of battle, we will avenge those long betrayed.
Whatever, elf.
Oh my
Fuck
god.
you.
So what is our next plan of action? Tesric is dead.
How many
All the
punches
clerics have been
Leah or
taken
whatever she
to
was
the-
called?
Harmon punches Leah.
What do you say?
He said Harmonel punches Leah. No, she doesn't say that.
Classic.
Harmonel hits a woman.
Yes.
I think that was the point where feminists say for equal rights, then punching them
Yep.
should be allowed as well.
Equal rights, equal fights.
Equal rights, equal fights.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna kind of put like my head in my hands and be like, what do we do now?
It's like, man, I wish I'd met that Varys guy. He seems cool.
He seems really cool. we would have had a lot in common. Holds up the
Me
the
and
fucking-
Varys. Varys and I.
I'm gonna address Andala because he always seemed like the more on the ball of the two of them, and Kukesi, and ask if there's anything that the field ward needs, or if they're doing well as this quasi-independent entity on the edge of Waterdeep.
He thinks for a minute, and he says they could always use more supplies. Not that many people are going hungry, but just for just to be safe in case they try and blockade the field ward at any point.
Do you think they would?
They haven't so far, but I wouldn't put it past them. They find out that we're harboring magic users here,
Don't worry. They will
Allegedly.
get kicked.
harboring them.
Yeah. Don't worry.
Casey, do they seem to? Do they have an interest in destroying the field ward? I mean, so this whole vendetta against magic users is quite confusing to me as it is. Why would the new Lord Protector do this? And why have they singled out the field ward?
Well, they blame us, specifically the Knights of Allura, for the deaths of the guards in the field ward. About 24 of them were murdered,
Raiders.
set on fire.
Jesus.
God damn it.
I thought that was the Amrix Raiders, though. very confused messaging on their part.
Well, it's whatever they'll say whatever it takes to attack magic users.
Hmm.
Interesting.
And do you
Were
think that? So I understand I understand why the Lord Protector and his lackeys might seek to find a scapegoat to pin their problems on, especially if that scapegoat is individuals who have some wealth that can be appropriated to themselves. But do they get anything out of fighting the field ward? I mean, the sieging this portion of the city with all that would entail, would that gain them anything?
It's hard to say. They haven't done it so far, so I can't imagine they've seen any they see any benefit in it as yet. But if they thought we were harboring magic users, who's to say what they might do? But the
Hmm.
Lord Protector seems focused on consolidating his power in Waterdeep before, rather than concerning himself with external matters. Did you hear
But
he
don't
left the
worry.
Lord's Alliance?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, do you have guys any idea where we can find a good cleric?
We could.
Do you know if
we
he's
could-
holding any captive within the city?
I have no
Any
idea. I wouldn't
survivors?
put it past him, but there have been almost daily executions.
Jesus Christ.
Jeepers
And
creepers.
what of yourselves? Do you wish to just make your way in the world here in the field ward, or do you have any intent to get yourselves back into the city and to see the city become a better place?
Of course, we'd like to see the city become a better place, but what can we do?
Don't know. How many fighting men and women do you have here in the field ward?
Well, there's maybe 2 dozen, 3 dozen.
2 dozen, 3 dozen. Casey, I've been in the Docklands. I've been in the rich quarters of the city, and I've been in the field ward, and I can tell you that virtually every boy and girl roaming the streets outside is more than capable to handle your average guardsman. I would say you have more than a few dozen fighters here in the field ward.
What about these ones right here? Now he's gonna motion to like them because they're all holding weapons and everything.
Aye, yeah, that's
What are they capable of?
they've been training and ever since Varys left, and they're decent fighters. But I was including them in the count.
Okay.
Obviously, there's unprofessional fighters, people who can, who've been fighting every day of their lives throughout the city, but it would be dishonest to send them against trained soldiers. They'd be slaughtered.
Sure. Hmm.
We could begin training them, perhaps.
No,
Surely that would break down the Lord Protector on us.
precisely.
Did we just lose army?
He said, "Give
It's
me a
okay.
minute." He's probably having sex with his family
Probably.
That's hot.
Very good of him.
and making fart porn. You know, those Germans are.
Gross.
That's what I do every day.
I know. Well, I'm gonna go make a cup of coffee real quick. I'll be right back.
Ooh, a cup of coffee sounds nice.
Cup of coffee. Be right back.
What are we going to do to bring all these plot lines together?
Hmm.
How can we solve all
Just
of our
kill off a
problems?
couple
all
main
at
characters and it'll consolidate things.
I
once? I've already tried that, man.
I was thinking that it might be good to moving the plot forward if we took the money that we got from the Inquisitor and used it to rebuild Nightstone, and then did my thing.
Well, how about I think taking over Nightstone is thinking a little small for Vareth, though. Don't you agree?
Well, I mean, it's a stepping stone.
Why not? Why not Waterdeep?
And because we don't remotely have a foothold here. We gotta let this we have to let this this small cadre of people fester in Waterdeep's heel, and when it's nice and ripe, and we'll pop it.
My God.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick. If Car's gone anyway, and grab myself a beer as well. Be back in a sec.
Ree. So, yo, you just fuck that dog or something, bro? What are you doing to that dog, man?
Put my dick in it.
Hmm?
Put my dick in it. No,
Oh, that's
I
cute.
mean, you guys have. I mean, there's like, there's 2 to 3 dozen Knights Valoro. You could rally some people in the Field Ward. Who's to say you couldn't overthrow Waterdeep? I mean, the
Who's to
Lord
say?
Protector's done you a favor. He got rid of the semi-democratic, open Lord system, right?
Yeah.
Masked Lord system, so he's already done the hard part of making it into an authoritarian state. You just got to kill him and take over. It's just like when you
That,
kill
but
the president, you become the
unironically.
president.
Oh, that's how it works.
Oh yeah,
I didn't think about it
I
that
didn't
way.
think about it like that.
Yeah, it's a good plan.
That might
Very
that,
good plan. I like that plan.
that just might work.
It's so crazy, it just might work. Very nice plan.
Yeah, see.
Hmm.
Meh.
I'm racking my brain trying to figure out how we accomplish all of our very, it feels very disconnected goals right here.
Well, Vera just wants power.
I think at this moment, I want vengeance for Tessric, man. I'm gonna become a vengeance paladin.
Jeez. Here, try
I'm
this
not
beer.
bringing back my old character. I'm being it. I'm not actually bringing back. I'm gonna make my new character my old character.
Alric, try this ale. I think you'll like it.
Hey, I like drinking. Wait a minute.
So
Tessric.
what I missed while I was gone? You rewrote your character so you're
No,
No, I was telling him
I
that,
truly have nobody left.
there, you totally have the ability to take over Waterdeep, guys. You should try it.
Campaign ends.
I
mean,
actually quite like the
you guys managed to get quite a bit done with just yourselves and like 6 terrorists,
So I do quite like the idea, but we don't even have an idea of who the Lord Protector is. So like we need a bit more intel, and I have to know who this High Inquisitor is. And
I think it's called Lord Protector.
It's actually that's actually he's President Lord Protector. His name is Lord Protector.
His first name Lord, last name Protector. Oh, okay.
No, isn't the High Inquisitor a guy under the Lord Protector, or is
Yes.
He's a power bottom, yeah.
Yep. All right, let me go get my coffee.
Guys are sick.
I
They're
mean,
sick people.
he's the one doing it. I mean, Carr's the DM. He set up this whole, sinister game ball being in charge of things. Okay, it's not my fault. It's like, jeez. Yeah.
Do you have any insight on what you think we should do? Oh, he's still not back. Jesus.
Who? You trying to ask Carminal for insight?
Yeah.
Because I think his insight would be kill everyone.
What? What?
Speak up.
Speak up. What? What?
Where is he?
He's jacking it in San Diego.
What? Oh, he went to San Diego. Okay, that's weird.
Jackety, 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 jack. Smackety, 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 smack. Jacking for the Lord.
Yeah, I'm actually somewhat at a loss. That's what to do right now. I mean, it's sort of like there's a sense in which we're here. It seems a pity to, not do something. On the other hand, we do have an insane amount of wealth that we picked up for basically nothing, for depositing a body that we had to kill anyway. Like,
Why don't we just like basically do an exodus of all my people, of all our people? We have an insane amount of. We'll be like, hey, leave the field ward with us. We can lead an uprising later, but come with us.
Like Moses.
I mean, I worry though. I mean, if these people have been identified as enemies of the state by this Lord Protector, and here they're obviously under a measure of danger, but that's not like that measure of danger would necessarily be lessened by them being in a small town that's isolated.
Yeah, but to be fair, once we leave Waterdavian territory and pretty much go anywhere else in the Sword Coast, we are in pretty much anywhere else in the Sword Coast is probably going to be against Waterdeep now. They basically cut themselves off from the rest of the Lord's Alliance by going full psycho.
It's true.
They did the Trump move and left NATO.
We did also hold off a force of like 30 infantry and like 8 shock troops and 3 spooky boys. Just with our little paltry force of scouts. Add another dozen scrappy street fighters. That doesn't make anything worse there necessarily.
Yeah, these guys are all paladins.
They're all paladins now. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So you got like 2 dozen paladins here, basically.
Yeah.
We could begin building up Nightstone, and maybe we could eventually start getting alliances with the rest of the Lord's Alliance to force Waterdeep back into the fold. And then what do you get? What do you get if we do that? Harmonial gets his cleric. You get your cleric because you were also interested in that.
And there'd definitely be a cleric. I mean, there's definitely a cleric in one of the Lord's Alliance's cities.
We get the power to, eventually take Waterdeep. You might be interested in Waterdeep. Just saying. There's going to be a power vacuum.
City in the entire Sword Coast.
And then we'll have the resources to go after Evermeet. And then what do we have? We get a resurrected Banda. You get Waterdeep. He gets to continue with his demon quest, save his brother, and fix his shit because he's all fucked up.
It's true. It's true. He is fucked up.
I think building up Nightstone is thinking a little small.
You idiot.
Stepping stone.
What are you asking,
Waterdeep itself. And I get my vengeance eventually upon the asshole that killed Tessric, my last family that I had left, essentially.
Allegedly killed Tessric. In front of a bunch of witnesses.
Yeah, but all these witnesses are worshippers of Ilmater, so I immediately believe them for everything they say.
Well, these guys didn't see it, but like an entire crowded marketplace saw it.
That's enough for me.
Because that's where the gallows are now, by the way. It's just right in the middle of the marketplace.
That's cute.
Not the gallows, the fucking beheading box.
I'll give you a beheading box.
So
hot. It'll be like that thing that they have to stick their dick in to see if they're the Kwisatz Haderach.
Oh goodness.
I don't like that.
So Asir, onto the Leah and the rest of you. How much would do you have any interest in helping to overthrow the Lord Protector and to building a better Waterdeep, even if that means a great deal of risk for yourselves?
They think about it for a minute, and then they say, yeah, whatever, fuck it. No, they go, yeah, if it creates a better Waterdeep, if it saves lives, and we can ensure that this won't happen again.
Really, it's all their fault this happened to begin with.
Sure.
Technically, it's Varys' fault.
Technically, well, to be fair, it's not like whatever was going on before that was exactly great either.
No.
Yes.
We don't even know who was behind all the kidnappings and the slavery shit. Isn't that
Probably
crazy?
Varys.
It's probably also Varys.
Varys had a split personality. He was behind it the whole time.
And it could also just, it could all be connected,
Yeah. Okay.
The
Okay,
Lord
Casey,
Protector
what-
could be the kidnapper. Maybe he's one of the kidnappees, Maybe they
Could be.
brought him in. And he took
Damn.
over. You don't
So,
know.
and
Maybe,
Casey-
if it's a fucking Evander.
Casey, what's your role in all of this? Do you still have
God,
contact
Evander was
with
alive.
Can you
What-
still
What'd you ask him?
ask if Casey still what his role in all of this is? If he still has contacts in the city, if he still has ways to find things out.
He just shakes his head and he says, "City ain't what it used to be, kid."
Hmm.
But he does tell you that he owns half of the tavern,
Which half?
the left half.
Classic Casey.
I'll say which half and chuckle and have another sip of my
Mhm.
bucket.
She's
with
hammered.
God.
Which half, Casey?
Yeah, you see that they've got like a stack of buckets. It's a thing that people do now
Mm.
in memory.
It's cute.
In memory, yeah.
F.
In memory.
Like, do they have like the bucket shaped in
Filthy
an
half
F?
blood.
What'd you say, Euros?
Do they have the bucket shaped in an F?
That's more like a trough. No, they don't.
The
No,
paper stack.
it's your typical bucket, but it's made in a way that makes it easier to clean. Because
cute.
the traditional bucket was just like a fucking like a cleaning bucket,
Yeah. I mean, those are clean though.
In a sense.
They're self-cleaning. They're full of chemicals and shit.
Yeah. Okay. That explains Varys's mental issues.
Seriously.
Rest in peace, Varys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He just wanted to save the slaves, okay?
That's all he
Mhm.
wanted.
And instead of paying for his beer at 10 times price, he could just bought those slaves and then freed them.
Yeah, those slaves probably weren't going to be put up for
shit.
sale. Let's be honest.
I take a pat.
I like the bit of realization though. Huh.
Hmm.
So
Was I in the wrong here? Did I do all this? Am I
I guess-
responsible?
I guess
Did I do that?
fair
I
market
did
They do
it.
that.
through them. Damn.
Did I do that?
But come on, we need to fight something.
Yeah, you notice in the time that you've been here that everybody gets to eat for free.
Ah,
Bunch of people,
Communist.
bunch of,
Paying all that.
peasants that come in and get free food and leave.
is Harbinell slowly getting angrier and angrier?
Oh yeah, he's fuming.
Yes. It's like
Are you fuming at this site? No wonder Kukasi went out of business. He just stopped charging people for food.
Well, and also, still your fault.
He was a rogue with a heart of gold, but now he's just got no business sense. What
Well,
happened?
he's charging for drinks.
that's true. That works.
That computes. Okay.
But the poor people of the field ward get to eat for free. Plus, he only owns half the place, so
Hmm.
the other half is owned by those damned altruistic Knights of Aloro. Those pieces of
Ah.
shit.
Boo.
Those selfless
Ooh.
pricks.
So, but like, okay, back to our job. Where the fuck are we going to get a cleric?
Where the fuck are we going to get a cleric?
So I'm going to be honest, ladies and gentlemen. I do think that there's something that me and my companions could surely do for the benefit of Waterdeep, and I do think that it is potentially within our power to work for the overthrow of the Lord Protector. But I think that is probably best served by you all staying here and holding down the field ward and making sure that the Lord Protector does not manage to get a full grip over the city. As long as you are here in this district, on his very doorstep, he has to keep his eyes open. He cannot trust to the banal.
By the way, can you scroll a bit down when Kilo finishes his shit?
What?
Is that an elf maiden there?
It's an elf
On the
man.
left? On the left?
Elf man.
On the
Wait.
left?
No.
This
regular,
thing.
Regular.
No, that's a
lady.
human.
Boo.
But tell you what, you can do the human lady while looking at the elf man.
Yeah.
How's that? do?
There you go.
Jesus Christ.
Does that work for
If you
you?
cross your eyes, it just might work.
Yeah. It's like, are you okay cosplaying as an elf today? Like, dude, come on, just like.
It's like, stop making me wear I don't want to wear the ears every time. Alright, yeah, so,
What's the plan, basically? We're basically pulling, once again, the I will return Philippine speech.
they, Kukesi will lean across the bar and wave you closer, and he says, if you do want to take the city, we know where you can get some weapons.
Where's that?
Ooh, interesting.
And where's that?
One of the city armories. It's adjacent to the wall that borders the field ward.
Huh.
Get punched through the wall, right into the armory.
Also means you're right inside the city with arms.
Aye.
It's not a bad. It's not a bad approach. Huh.
And you can arm many of your people then, no?
Aye. The knights are already pretty heavily armed, but if you manage to rally up some of the citizens, that would be a good avenue to getting them armed.
Yeah.
Do you think the Lord Protector would crack down on you as soon as this happened, though?
Pretty
Would we
damn
turn this
quick,
into
I'd
a war
say.
zone?
You'd have to act as soon as you broke into the armory.
Huh. It's a fair strategy though. It's definitely one to keep in mind.
But do you think we should continue with our quest to find a cleric and round up allies in the other cities in the Lord's Alliance first? Surely they can't approve of this madman taking control and basically dropping one of the most important cities in their alliance from the alliance.
Yes, I agree. I would say Kakesi and you, knights of our dear friend Varys, you stay here.
Peace be
You
upon
keep
him.
your eyes and your ears open to see if there's any crack in the strength of the Lord Protector, or any avenue by which we could attack him. And while you do that, we will investigate whether there's any possibility for myself and Harmonil and Alaric to perhaps
Alaric.
insinuate ourselves into the Lord Protector's court. After all, we are upstanding citizens of a nearby and friendly town with some trade.
When you say upstanding citizens, Casey smirks.
So, did you say Kakesi smirks?
Yeah.
Is that? And I'll smirk back and I'll say yes. The Lady Ilsa 9 is the one speaking here.
Look.
But Jesus.
Listen, I'm speaking as the Lady of Nightstone, not the Butcher of Waterdeep.
Who's the butcher of Waterdeep? How many?
You motherfucker! You and Vera!
Yeah.
Hello.
Most I think
Fucking
I'm the
fucking
butcher of
like
Waterdeep.
63 people dead.
Yeah, but that's peanuts compared to the Lord Protector. He's the actual butcher now.
He might have actually killed more people than you by now. Yeah, that's true.
But we'll investigate from the outside what might be done diplomatically, militarily, or by subterfuge.
You could ask
And
him
we'll
to leave.
And we'll also see whether or not any of the other cities of the Lord's Alliance could be brought to bear against Waterdeep. And hopefully, when we come back, to free the city, we can we will come back with our dear friends Banda and Varys with us.
So can I add something to say to Kakesi?
Nope.
Nope. Damn.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, here's the thing. We're all in Nightstone right now. We've set up our camp there, our base of operations. And we are in an alliance with Daggerford. Surely Daggerford would come to our aid if we managed to make plans for this raid and this uprising. But we would have to time it perfectly so that the other members of the Lord's Alliance come to our aid while we lead the uprising from within. So if we went to the other areas of the Lord's Alliance, somehow find a level 13 cleric
You could dispatch
capable
an
of...
ambassador.
Yeah, so we'll need... Basically, I'm letting them know, like, we control Nightstone. It's only, a day away.
2 days, something like that. 2 days.
2 day
Yeah,
right
yeah, like
away.
a day. Yeah, a day away.
Yeah. So we need one of them to be in constant communication with us so that we can make plans with Daggerford and possibly other members of the Lord's Alliance to lead this uprising. And we can lead it on the ground in the city while Daggerford attacks from outside. Possibly. Daggerford and
Daggerford
possibly
doesn't have
Baldur's
the...
Gate.
Kakesi shakes his head and says, Daggerford doesn't have the capacity to siege a city like Waterdeep.
It's okay. They have air and artillery.
No, but they might not have the capacity to siege a city like Waterdeep. But surely Baldur's Gate
Perhaps.
and
Waterdeep has been known to raise some 10,000 men to 100,000 men when attacked. It would be best not to provoke a conscription. I think a more surgical strike would be best. An attack on the palace.
Yep. I'm all
Attack
for
the
that.
armory and then an attack on the palace simultaneously.
Yes.
And then we could perhaps find any clerics that are trapped inside.
You could attack the Inquisitorium and the armory and perhaps the palace simultaneously or one after the other.
No, I say Armor and Inquisitorium, and then we get the fuck out of here.
I elbow him. Do you think in one surgical strike we could remove this Lord Inquisitor from power?
It's not a Lord
Not
Inquisitor,
really.
it's a Lord Protector and a High
Lord
Inquisitor.
Protector, goddamn.
Not really, but we can get what we want. What we came here
Better
for.
than surgical strike, we could remove the Lord Protector from his head.
Yes, indeed.
So
we're just watching the
Casey
French
rubs his mutton chops, and he says,
He doesn't have mutton chops.
"Well, if you look in closely, he's got a little something there." But yeah.
Oh,
you're
okay.
right.
Sorry, withdrawn.
Yeah.
Withdrawn. His mustache was so overpowering.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to get.
I prefer my original Kukasi portrait.
I couldn't find it. That's why I made my own.
Goddamn. You could have asked me, bastard.
I didn't want to ask you because I don't like talking to you.
Aw.
No, I didn't want to spoil the surprise that you might be seeing him again.
I figured we'd see him again.
Nah, you didn't think that. You stupid.
Well, you didn't see him again. I mean,
Yeah,
you're
so
seeing him again.
Kukasi
through
says that the
gloomy
Lord
gray
Protector
eyes.
doesn't really. Yeah, I don't know. I like mine better.
Yeah,
I like mine better.
He says that the Lord Protector doesn't often leave the palace.
What do you say, guys? One last terrorist attack?
Aye, terrorism,
One last-
terrorism.
When did Alaric commit to his first terrorist attack? So we have to one last.
Yeah, he's been blowing up pipelines in the west.
Yeah, Nord Stream.
I mean, he did live off the grid. He was essentially the Unabomber.
Say that again?
He was living off the grid for a while. He was essentially the Unabomber.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
That
that's true.
looks like the Unabomber.
That is the most defining, aspect of Ted Kaczynski was him living off the grid. It's like, name 2 things about Ted Kaczynski. Well, he lived off the grid. Can't think of anything else.
All right, so What do you guys think? Do you think we go through with this plan? Do you feel ready for this plan, or do you think we need to gather more resources?
We are not going through this plan.
We need 3 elves are enough. 3 plus 1.
Well, I think should figure it out in more detail. Maybe recruit some more men. Unless you think the knights are enough.
They are not enough.
We could find more allies, surely.
Alright,
call me
we-
I wouldn't like that because we would become more open about our plans of blowing something
That
up
is the
and
downside.
gather
The elf is
attention.
right.
I'm sorry. Alric, are you asking if we are in a position right now to attack a palace on which we have no information in order to kill a man whose identity we don't actually know, who's staying in some portion of the palace we have no knowledge of, that's guarded by an unknown number of individuals?
He killed Tesric.
Yeah, I'm not quibbling about the
Casey says that he could
justification.
probably get a floor plan of the armory from one of his contacts, and the layout of the palace shouldn't be too hard to find. There's plenty of officials that have worked in there and do work in there that could be bribed.
Casey, any information you can get would be most appreciated, and I can guarantee you that any costs that you incur in gathering that information will be covered by myself. You
Alright.
need not spend a single penny of your own hard-earned coin for this. This is for the good of Waterdeep, and we will see to it that you don't have to give any more sacrifice than you already have.
He nods his head and he says, "I'll reach out to my contacts and see if I can't find out more about the palace and the armory."
Very good. But this will all take time. This is not something we should commit to now.
Aye.
There are preparations to be made on all sides. There's no reason for us to stay here and instigate unrest and, moreover, make ourselves increasingly known, potentially, to the Lord Protector. He may have closed the gates, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't have agents in this portion of the city. And the less he knows about our involvement here, the better. Because it's entirely possible that we might be able to insinuate ourselves into his ranks.
We simply avoid telling this to as many people as possible.
That's a good
So
point
we don't
too.
start recruiting people.
I mean,
left,
it's
right, and
only
center.
the 8 of you here. The place is pretty loud. That you don't get the sense that.
Yeah, I
most
mean,
of it-
because someone said about recruiting people, I mean, I'm against that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, so
to be,
Casey shrugs and he says, the elf is right. There's 2 ways to go about it. If you want to keep it tight and surgical, that's an option. But if you want to expand it and cause as much chaos as possible, it's
Well-
riskier but also possible.
We're going to cause more trouble in the long term if we keep it like surgical and low profile
Right.
because they don't know who's striking.
just to be clear, though, Harmon, is your objection to wider recruitment or to the wider recruitment of people?
Or the recruitment in general.
Okay.
Right. As long as look, if we're recruiting high elves, I'll take a half dozen, but that's it.
Yeah. No, we're like 6 plus the 2 brothers, 8 people ready to fight.
Well, there's 8 people in the conspiracy here. Kukasi's too old to fight, but then you also have you have the knights as well.
Plus my 2 brothers.
Yeah, plus your 2 brothers.
Yes,
Plus
but
there's there's another handful of other members that are out and about patrolling the city.
And there is this logo.
but numbers
We
are
don't need numbers. We
are in a sense
need
immaterial.
good,
The
able
numbers-
fighting people.
the necessary numbers are dependent on the plan of attack. I mean,
For
4
striking the
individuals
armory.
never throw a city if those individuals are at the right place at the right time. And 100,000 men can fail to sink a city if they're just waiting outside for it to start. The important thing is not about us gathering troops. It's about us knowing what we're doing and when and exactly how. So, Casey, find out what you can And while you're finding out what you can, we will, from the outside and through diplomatic channels, find out what we can. And moreover, try our best to recruit allies who might have a chance of getting into the city and into the citadel without arousing suspicions, because that's what we need right now. The Knights of Alora are a force to be reckoned with, but they are a force that can be stopped at a
And
gate.
they're not very discreet either.
Yeah, that's precisely what I'm getting at.
As
Yeah.
you learned last time.
Yeah. Sorry, Andala, but they don't allow brown people in the castle.
That's true.
So,
I read that somewhere.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
no brown folks or Ilmaterines.
Ilmaterians.
Yeah. That's what they mean when they say that the castle's very exclusive.
Jesus.
Thanks, Greg.
Racist.
So we strike the armory first, and then the Inquisitorius, whatever.
No, we're not striking anything right now. We are going to wait and get information.
Yes, but I mean, one's going to hit the palace. That's what I'm saying.
What are you gonna? You're gonna eat pandas?
Eventually, there's going to be another terrorist attack. That's the plan long term.
I heard him say eventually I'm going to eat the pandas.
No,
Long story
I'm going
short,
to hit the
another 9/11.
9/11 times 1,000. Oh
and
god.
who is going to get blamed for having weapons of mass destruction and connected to 9/11 to get invaded?
That's 911,000.
So, Kakesi says that if you need a secure place to hide out or plan, there's a basement area that you guys can use as a hideout or staging area.
Oh.
So Ocean's 11.
Mhm.
Got it.
Yeah. He says that you can
So-
build an exact replica of the palace down there.
Nice.
I mean, didn't we want to hit the armory first, or should we make
Okay, well, you can build an exact replica of the
first?
armory down there then.
Fuck you.
But yeah, Kakesi agrees and says it's probably best to hit the armory first. If you plan on arming any additional troops.
If. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
Or you could even just use it
Do
to
this,
cause a riot. You know, people would break in, steal arms, and they'd have to put that down.
yep, that's a good idea. And then we hit the Inquisitorius, whatever, to free some clerics.
How many high elves have they killed? In your rough estimate,
Oh,
Casey.
thousands.
Thousands.
He says that they haven't actually executed any members of the Church of the Seldarin. They've left that pretty much alone on account of that also being the embassy for Evermeet. And they don't want to
Killed-
anger the elves.
So have they killed any elves whatsoever?
They've killed elves, but they haven't killed any members of the temple.
Okay, so they killed elves. Guess who's dying?
Oh, okay. Well, that's it. He's fucked up now. If he had just not killed an elf, Harmonel wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Why do you think I brought it up?
Oh, I know why you brought it up.
Okay, so let's go and start planning. Let's go and start planning.
A human killed an elf? I don't like that. I don't like that one bit.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't need to concern yourself with the Harmonel. I started
Humans
planning
dying, I can deal with, but elves?
Yeah. So, Casey, you said something about getting like a map of the armory or something.
Aye, I can reach out to my contacts in the guard and get a floor plan of the armory.
Excellent.
So we're gonna go back to Nightstone then with our money and just start building up our forces, right?
Monet.
Money. If only Zarek lived a little longer, he could have had 250 platinum. Dumb fuck.
A whole 2,500 gold.
Yeah, yeah, Casey. I think that what is most sensible is for us to, the three of us, to remain as nondescript as possible, at least in the field ward. They may know our faces and our names in the city, but they should not know that we are known to you or anyone else in the field ward.
I agree.
And so you continue getting information from here, and while you
Aw,
do
poor
so,
baby.
yeah. One sec. I just got up. One sec.
Wah, wah,
Poor little seal.
wah.
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 So, anyway, I propose an orgy.
God damn it.
No, but seriously. In terms of plans now, don't we also have to go back to Harmy's house tonight, try gathering the rest of the cash, and then just start really building up our fort while we go to find an actual cleric that can help us, seeing as Waterdeep killed all the clerics?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Bandog, but we might progress level-wise so much that Bandog is completely useless to us now.
How dare you? What a horrible thing to say. Bandog is still accumulating XP, even in the grave.
So you get that residual gains.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's through osmosis. It filters through the soil.
That's hot.
Yeah.
I like that. That's fun.
Oh yeah.
Osmosis Jones.
Yeah. Osmosis Jones.
Okay, I pawned off the child.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's-
I was
It's about 5 p.m. It'll be dark in like 2 hours, 3 hours.
Okay. But what I was in the middle of saying though is, you guys do intel. We'll go do intel from a distance and try to get ourselves a diplomatic back door, if you will, so that we can potentially do this in a throne room massacre rather than a storming of the castle kind of thing.
Smart.
Yeah,
Same way the
'cause
Lord
storming the
Protector did it.
castle, stupid. Yeah, he did it smart. We're gonna do it smart or not at all.
And if we gather enough cash, need I remind you, there's some more that we need to gather tonight.
Yeah.
We'll have the supplies, weapons, everything we need to not just fund ourselves, but also to keep you guys afloat.
Alric, I don't think you know about this cash tonight.
You've been talking about it, haven't you?
You've been, you told us about it.
You've been
We talked
openly
about it.
talking about like casing out the place and stealing the money back and.
No, I was openly talking about, like, seeing if there's anyone there and looking inside. I don't think I told him about the money there at any point. I don't think because I know I didn't want to. So if
I told him.
Harmon knows, you told him. You fucking hell.
God
damn
it.
Mater spoke to him in a dream.
He keeps having them dreams though.
Damn dreams.
Now I see your purpose on this earth, Lady Ilsanane.
To get me more money.
Money.
Yes. So,
Yeah.
Casey, we need to acquire something from Waterdeep, and seeing as how we're going to have to travel around the entire border of the city to enter in through one of the southern gates, I think we should be on our way.
Very well. It was good to see you again, Lady Osanane.
Just good to see you as well.
All of the OG rebels, hug everybody,
Yeah. Casey, before we go, do you need any amount of gold or silver before we leave for your continuing information gathering efforts, or to keep yourself and the rebels?
He thinks for a second and he says, 150
yourself
gold
and the
should be sufficient to bribe whoever I need to bribe.
50?
150.
150.
150. Okay. I will give him 150 gold.
All right.
What's up? Okay.
Says, now
So,
I can go on
and
that
I'll
cancer
hand it to him. Like the way like when you like, so he puts his hand out, I put it in his hand, and then I put my other hand under
Yeah, you
his.
got.
and hand.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like,
You put it
Casey,
in an envelope.
you use this you use this wisely, and I know that you wouldn't use it any other way, and we'll be back as soon as we can, hopefully with a plan and with a way to a better tomorrow.
All right. Next time I see you, I should have those floor plans.
Yeah,
For the house
vote
you're
for
building.
Excellent.
And we will avenge Tesric.
Who?
Mhm.
Like, you know, the Tesric, the
Oh
guy,
yeah,
you know,
the guy I
yeah,
told
yeah.
you about
the
earlier.
martyr,
Yeah,
Tesric.
yeah.
The
That
guy who got killed, the body
Oh
guy.
yeah, the guy who got his head cut off. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the blood everywhere. It's
I
like
know
all
that
over your
guy.
boots.
I know that
guy.
guy.
Yeah,
That
The
guy's all right.
cleric.
clerk. I think they're called clerks.
Yeah, they are clerks. Yeah.
They're called clerics.
Clerks.
Clerk. Great. You guys can see the great dragon. Rock.
And
God
now
damn
we're
it.
full circle.
Dragons
that's
are
how we're-
often high-level spellcasters.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
That's how we take the city. We get Anakarak to
And he gives you
to
just like
ride.
300
in-
kobolds.
Yeah. Do they? They're pretty handy, right? Do they know how to make parachutes?
I mean, it's maybe.
Could we use Anrakarak as like a deployment vehicle and just like paradrop kobolds in,
That's
and then
a
like
pretty good
stormcast?
idea.
Yeah. I'm thinking like D-Day, like
Yeah.
D-20
Yeah,
operations.
Operation Market Garden.
No, not Market Garden, you dipshit. D-20. I'm talking about the operations that started on the night before
Oh,
D-Day.
okay. Where you could just completely drop them in like the field outside of Waterdeep.
Yeah, and we're gonna get not the field outside of but inside the keep, man. Behind
I know, but
the
I'm just
line.
saying, like, that's what happened on D-Day, though, is that they just landed all over fucking northern France instead of where they're supposed to land.
Yeah, but they're gonna do fine, man. They're
Alright.
gonna find the guns.
Yeah,
They're gonna take.
I'm sure these kobolds are better parachuters than, Easy Company.
Probably, yeah.
All right.
Alright.
So,
That's our only hope right now.
all right. So you guys are leaving, or
I mean, I'm
I
leaving.
guess so.
If they want to come, they're welcome.
all right. So you all leave the. I assume Harmonel, you're leaving too.
Yes.
If he ever finishes typing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we go back to our wagon.
Yep.
Cart.
Your
carriage,
carriage. The brothers have stolen it.
Fuck! I
Yeah.
knew we couldn't trust these
No.
things. They probably stole it for weed money.
That's absolutely right. All right. So so you carriage.
Yeah, you see them puffed on the corner.
Yeah. The carriage is ready, and you head back around, I guess, to go back in.
How long does it take to go around? Like 4 hours?
Like an hour, 2 hours.
An hour? Isn't it like 20 miles?
I'd say it takes like 2 hours.
Okay. Well, I don't know how big it is. How big is the city? Is there a scale on that map?
Hold on, let me see.
Where's the legend?
It is 6,000 meters long.
6K?
It's pretty small for a city that big.
It's 20,000 feet. That's 4 miles long.
All right,
That's a
sure.
city the size of the Gaza Strip.
The Gaza Strip?
Gaza
Is that how you say that word?
Gaza Strip.
Gaza, dude. Gaza.
Yeah, whatever. Go
Gaza.
Go
The
fuck
Gaza
yourself.
Strip,
Go fuck
man.
yourself.
I gave your mom a Gaza strip.
Oh.
An Orgaza strip.
Oh, Gaza Strip. All right, so you guys go back around. Go back in. All right, and you get up to the Street of the Manticore about 8 p.m. It's just as deserted as before.
Excellent.
Like tiramisu deserted, or like
Mm-hmm. Like
banana
a
split
moose
deserted?
cake.
Moose cake. Awesome. Okay. Well, so I don't.
I give you guys 300 feet of dark vision. Congrats.
Can you give that to us?
Yes.
It's
Did you
sexually
just, like,
transmitted.
Did you just pull out your eyeballs and give us each an eyeball?
Yes. I give you eyes of the night. As an action, I get dark vision to 300 feet. As an action, I can grant others this as well. I can grant it 1 hour to my wisdom modifier of willing targets I can see within 10 feet. I can do this once per long rest or by expending a spell slot. So for 1 hour, you're going to get 300 feet of dark vision
Awesome.
because we're being
Awesome.
sneaky deaky.
Awesome.
All right. So you have dark
Um,
vision.
So whispering. I'm going
Also,
to
Harmonil still has advantage on initiative.
so whispering. I'm going. Vera will ask Carminal if there's anything he needs out of the house or anything he wants to check out in the house.
He has muted and deafened himself.
Harminal, do you want to go into your house?
He's muted and deafened himself. He can't hear you.
Oh, he can't hear me either? Damn, boy. Okay, fine. Well, then Harminal's dead to me. It's okay. He was dead to me anyway.
I think that he's gotten everything out of his house already, though.
Okay. Alric, do you want to come with me into the house? The
Dog.
The reason I ask is because, and why I was asking Harminal is because under no circumstances do I think that we should, in the dark of night, start prying boards off of windows or doors, unless we want the entirety of the guard to come down here in a heartbeat. But all I need, and all you need, is a sliver of vision to step our way inside.
Okay.
And then there will be no evidence that anyone entered the house or exited the house. So my thought would be for us to find a board that is somewhat loose and pry it off just enough that we can see inside. What do you think?
Not a bad idea.
It's a pretty
Okay.
good idea.
So
Alright.
maybe I'll probe around then for a board that's not too tight, so that we can like without too much squeaky creaky.
All right.
Um,
So after about 5 minutes, you find an appropriate board, and you give me a strength check.
Okay.
A sleight of hand with strength instead of dexterity.
What does that mean? Does that mean roll both? Huh?
So, in this case, you just roll a +0.
Okay.
If you were
So
proficient, you'd add your proficiency bonus to your strength.
Alric, yeah, you're a little stronger than me. Why don't you lightly
Not much.
why don't you lightly pry the board away, and I'll help you. I'll brace the crowbar so it doesn't slip and make too much noise. So I'm helping him.
All right.
Does that work?
Mm-hmm.
So how do you want me to roll this? It's a sleight of hand strength.
Are
so
you
it's just a
proficient in
strength.
sleight of hand? So you
No.
just roll strength then.
But with advantage, because I'm helping you.
Yes.
Okay, so that's 1d20, 2d20 minus 9.
Okay.
I'm minus 1.
We're not trying to pop the board off. We're just trying to get it just to open enough so we can see inside.
Oh, good.
15.
It's 15.
Mhm.
All right. Yeah, that's enough. You pry the board off. It goes flying across the
God damn it, man!
courtyard. It smacks a child in the head. It goes screaming. No. Yeah. You get the board off and lay it gently on the ground.
Wait, do we get it off? Since
You
even
can
though I
get it off if you
explicitly-
want to.
No. We want to just pry it off.
Okay.
Just pry
Yeah,
it.
so you
open,
get to the
just
point
not
where you can
from
look
inside.
inside then.
Okay.
And
Because
you
we want it to look like
misty
nothing's
step
been-
inside.
Okay. Yeah.
Shtoof.
So we're gonna misty step in.
Yep.
Wait. Question before you go, Alric. How does your misty step work? Can you step with someone?
I don't believe so. No. Briefly surrounded by silvery mist, you teleport 30 feet to an unoccupied space you can
Yeah,
see.
you can't do it with somebody.
Okay. Well, I can step you with me inside. So why don't we do that? And then if you need to, you can get out of here in a hurry.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'm going to lay a hand on his shoulder.
Where do you-
with With
You ruined it. You make it no fun.
What?
Usually you say I'm gonna lay a hand on him, and I go, where are you laying the hand?
No, but I was elaborating. When lay him
I know. You already
shoulder
said that's why you ruined it.
with a hint of camaraderie. Some of the frustration with his preaching has gone away.
Nice.
So
All right. Yeah.
so
You bloop right into the area, into the house.
A
With your
bond
dark vision,
has
you
been
can see that all the furniture has been taken out, and there's just cobwebs everywhere.
All right. I'm going to go down to Le Bossement.
All right.
And bring Alric with me.
Okay. Yeah. So you go down to the basement, and everything's also been taken out of here.
Okay. And I'm going to tell Alric that hidden in the basement I had a certain amount of wealth that
My God.
that was taken or that I was hiding from the authorities in Waterdeep because I know what they're capable of, and I'm hoping that it hasn't been found. But I might need him to help me.
Can I roll perception against that story?
It's insight.
What? That's a true story. I was hiding against them because I knew that they're shifty and I didn't want them to find it. The fact that I stole it is besides the point.
26.
You see that she's being honest, although maybe being dishonest through omission. But
The story mostly checks. He mostly buys it, but he's like, all right, sure.
All right.
I mean, you don't like these folks anyway. You're like, she's hiding something.
I know you're shifty, but I also know these guys killed Tesseric, so cool.
Yeah. You're all hot-blooded right now. You're like, steal whatever you want. Burn down the fucking village. See if I care. All right. So I will start probing around, and I will locate the stone that was the hiding place before of my, let's say, questionably gotten gains.
Mm-hmm.
And I will slide out the stone. What do I see?
You find 2,000 gold.
Nice.
And 7 gold bars.
Yeah. Carrying that shit.
Yeah. You don't know where Varys hid his money in there, do you?
I have no idea. Did he hide money in there?
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't know that. How much does a gold bar weigh? They're 5 pounds, right?
Yep.
I didn't take all of it, did I?
No, you have an additional 750 in there underneath the floorboard, but Bear doesn't know that.
The gold bars are 5 pounds a piece, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I am going to, I will grab all the gold, and I'll already be a bit weighted down by it, and I'll ask Alric if he wouldn't mind carrying these gold bars.
How many gold bars is it?
7.
And they weigh 5 each?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Would you also mind carrying 1,000 gold pieces?
Who would ever turn that down?
Let's see how much I might be encumbered carrying it, to be honest with you.
You can still move while encumbered. So you can just take it and get out of the house and put it in the cart. Or the carriage.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's just slightly above my carrying capacity because I'm pretty...
Okay. Well, that means that you still have some range until your next carrying capacity benchmark, right?
No, I actually am in the push drag lift section, so no, I can't take all 1,127 unless you.
Do you mean because you're encumbered or because you're heavily encumbered?
I'm above my carrying. I'm heavily encumbered right now, barely. When I get 1,000.
Okay, then you take 1,000, and I'll keep 1,000, and you take the gold bars, and then we're both heavily encumbered.
Yay!
Okay.
Share the load.
Share the load.
Oh, good. Harmon heard that. I want to make sure that he heard the
Gotta
rare
get those Lord of the Rings references.
Yeah, that's how you summon him back. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well then, So let me change my notes then real quick. So I have then in Harmonal Cellar, it's no longer that. With Cleric is
Alric.
1,000
Why do you keep
GP
fucking sending me your character sheet?
and 7 gold
Greg,
bar.
What?
why do you keep sending me your character sheet?
Uh, just so I have it, cause
Oh, okay. Okay, that's cool.
yeah.
I was just like, what is he? What is he? What is he? What is happening?
Also, I might have to go like next door, like 2 feet away, basically, to pick up my car from the shop
Okay.
right now. So I
Okay.
might go away for it, but just want to be able to follow along.
Okay.
That's easier, so I can pull it up
Yeah.
on my phone.
All right.
But so you have then 7 gold bars and 1,000 gold pieces. I have the other 1,000. And we'll then get out of here. Right.
All right.
I mean, I don't see any reason to stay. That's all I came here for. So then we'll go back up top, and I will have
Oi,
Chill
you
return.
there! Stop! No. You got a license for that stolen gold?
So, do you have a map for the street?
So
Haven't
Here-
no, I
here-
was
here's
just
the
kidding. That
question.
didn't happen.
Alric, do you think it would make sense for you to step out of here already and take the carriage and move along, and then come back for me in 20 minutes so that we don't raise too many suspicions? Because I need to catch my breath.
Sure.
Okay. So you step out of here then, and then do a couple of do a long loop around the city, and then come back for me. Okay.
Sounds good to me.
All right. So you
Cool.
take the carriage with Harmonel and the other brothers, Fenderwell,
I'll take a 20-minute break.
and you take a little rest there.
Yeah.
And then about 20 minutes, 30 minutes later, the carriage pulls up back around.
Sweet. I will I will phase step outside of the house. Just lean on the board real quick to push it all the way back in,
Okay.
and then hop up into the carriage.
All right. Nice. And it takes back off.
Nice.
Chugga,
And I'm gonna
chugga,
put
chugga,
all of
chugga.
my I'm gonna put all of my gold and in the carriage, and I'll ask if Alric would want to leave his there as well, and the bars, so that we're not so weighted. Alric.
I think he left to
Uh-huh.
go, and he's following along.
Yeah. The question is he following along, or is he like, oh yeah, I had to go pick up my car? Gone now. Just bugs out with all the money.
That's the question.
Fucking hell.
What?
He said he's listening.
Okay. Yeah.
This mic's terrible.
Sorry.
Where's
No.
where's the spot where I can put
I'm listening. It's like literally like half a mile away. I have to go pick it up. I
Okay.
realized they close at 5.
It's 4:44.
Kara, should I put like the gold and the gold bars in my extra equipment box?
Yes, if it's in the
Yeah,
carriage. Yeah.
because that's where it's then like not.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So as you're driving down the road, you're going down the road when you see there's a group of guards blocking the road, and your carriage stops in front of them, and the guy in a sergeant's uniform says, "Sorry, folks. This section of road is closed for inquisitorial business. You'll have to go around." And behind the sergeants, there's several guards and a black-robed inquisitor standing in front of a young girl and what looks like her parents. And the robed man has his hand gripping the girl's wrist, and the girl and her mother are sobbing. And you can hear the dad say, "Please, Mr. Inquisitor, don't take our girl. We didn't know she was magical. It was an accident. She didn't mean to do it." And
I will
Inquisitor
whisper to
wrenches the girl's wrist.
Vara's ear in Elvish. What are we doing now?
Pulls her from her mom's arms, and You hear the Inquisitor say, "You and your daughter are well aware that magic has been outlawed in our great city. Your daughter was reported by a school teacher for using illusory magic on the playground. Your daughter's powers are perverted and wrong. They stem from wickedness and profanity. Your daughter will not be allowed to corrupt our city."
Can I have a question? How many guards are there?
So you see there's 2 sergeants in front of you, and then there's a guard standing next to the Inquisitor, and then further down the road there's a carriage with another 3 guards around it. So in total there's there's like 7 or 8.
We got them.
So
We got them.
Responding to Harmonel's earlier question in Elvish, I will say, we're no good if we're in prison or our names and faces are up all over the city. If one girl, and we leave her today, we can say more girls tomorrow. We go.
And I whispered to her, maybe we should try and follow them to see where they're taking the prisoners. See if they have more than one prison.
No.
Sicher?
Ja.
Was wenn das andere nur für die Folter ist und die noch ein anderes Gefängnis haben, wo die Warteschlange ist für die Folter?
No German.
Okay, you gotta let him in on it. No, I mean,
but like, can I go to the Inquisitor and say, can I pay off like a guarantee or something for that girl?
Yeah, so you get out of the carriage and start walking towards him, and the sergeant steps forward and puts a hand on your chest, and he says, "Whoa there, buddy. Get back in the carriage. This is none of your business here."
It's okay, Sergeant. My associate would just like to have a word with the Inquisitor. We are well-regarded folk, known to your High Inquisitor, and we are friends of the city. We just want to understand the situation.
Ma'am, this is inquisitorial business. This girl was caught using illusory magic, and she is being detained. Get back in your carriage and turn around.
What's her guarantee? What's her Bewährung? How do you say that in English? Not guarantee, the Bewährung.
Her bail.
Yeah.
There is no bail. She is being taken to the Inquisitorium for processing.
But if we came up with a bail, because he's just a child.
There is no bail. Are you trying to bribe me?
No, I understand. I don't understand how you would come up with such an idea.
Get back in the
I'm an
carriage
honorable
and turn
noble,
around,
and I would
sir.
never bribe people.
My good sir, you must forgive my companion. He and myself have not been in the city for the past few months, and the new rules are, well, they're new to us, and we are still coming to grips with the nuances and intricacies of them. You will forgive our ignorance, but we will be going on our way to leave you to your affairs.
All right, so you who's driving the carriage?
Tiavos, I guess, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Tiavos.
Yeah, Tiavos. So he turns the carriage around, and you go back the other way.
Like, turn around. Are they blocking the whole damn street?
Well, they are.
Oh. Okay.
So you got to go like around this way.
Okay. Wait,
It's happening right here.
Does Harmonel come with though? Or like, is he in agreement?
Yeah,
because
but
he's on
barely.
horseback. Yeah. So you see them as you're driving past. You see them loading the girl into the back of the carriage, which the Inquisitor gets in as well, and it starts. It heads up this way. While you guys are heading this way. So where are you guys going now? What was the plan?
Getting the fuck out of here.
How dare you?
Cash monies and gone.
Cash money's and gone. Copy that.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get put into my grail. Good thing I have on my teeth.
All right. So you're gonna go. Are you going back to Nightstone?
When does the Bedenkzeit end with the consideration period end with the Firmen?
It's today.
Ah.
It's the next time you sleep.
To have a
Nobody would
trance.
sleep. It's just like this, like the easiest solution from every horror movie ever. Just don't go to sleep.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you could trance now while you're on your way to Nightstone.
Yeah. Yeah, I say we continue on our way, and we just go to Nightstone, and we'll figure out our next steps from there.
All right. Whoops. So you begin heading back to Nightstone, and
Harmon, are you going to trance during the drive?
I mean, I have the trance, I think.
Nice.
But,
Okay.
but you also have some business with the Thin Man unfinished.
all right. So it's been
Okay.
1 week since your last encounter,
If you look at me.
and so when you enter your trance, you do so expecting it to be disturbed, and you're proven correct. And as soon as you close your eyes,
Right as he closes his eyes, I'm going to like with a blade of grass tickle his ear.
he snaps back awake. No, so you close your eyes, and as soon as you close them, they snap back open, and you're seated at an obsidian table atop a snowing mountain. And there's plates of obsidian on the table, and they're laden with teeming piles of maggots and centipedes. And sitting at the far end of the table across from you is the Thin Man. And he smiles at you and takes a big bite of centipede and maggots and says, while chewing on them, he says, "Have you had enough time to consider my offer?"
I had indeed.
"And your decision?"
So please phrase your offer one last time so that we don't have any misunderstandings. You get the soul of this demon lord.
"Yes, and I shall grant you my boon and a revenant to aid you in your quest."
And once you get the soul, we are finished and we have nothing to do with each other ever again.
"Correct, unless you wish to enter another pact."
I do not wish to enter. Probably will not want to enter another pact with you. But we will focus on this pact alone. Maybe not. Who knows? The life of an elf is long, so who never knows. It's not morning breath like the ones of the humans.
All right, so
But just be prepared. Remember that Remai wants a thing himself, so prepare to have a fight for it yourself. So you need to be ready for that and account for it.
all right, so you agree with the
Yeah, I agree in the sense. Okay, I give him that when he gets a soul, we are done, and
Alright.
that he should be prepared to have a fight with Remai over it.
All right, you tell him to be prepared to have a fight with Remay over it?
That be prepared because Remai will not give it away willingly. That's say that he should be on standby.
He smiles at you, and you see that there's a bunch of bug guts in his teeth,
God damn it.
and he says, "I'm pleased that you've seen the value of our arrangement. When you awake, you shall feel the benefits of my boon, as I promised."
But once you get the soul, we are done. And
"Of course. I shall also provide you with a powerful revenant to aid in your quest.
then as good.
You shall return to the keep at Nightstone and exhume your old friend, Varys Alluro. He will be bound to you, and he shall fulfill any commands pursuant to completing the terms of our arrangement. Completing the terms of our pact in Sidious. In exchange for this, you shall give to me the Demon Lord's soul once it is slain."
Did he just say Varys is the Revenant?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes. So.
God damn.
And as soon as he finishes speaking, you awaken from your reverie. All right, and so you get to choose between. I'll send you a screenshot of the boons that you get to pick from.
So I get a level in Warlock now?
No. I told you I'll send you a screenshot of what you get to pick.
Okay.
You little goober.
So then I need to go and collect my Varus Nazgul. Like, did he say that he has to do it now, or is it do it whenever I'm back in Nightstone?
Well, he said to go there and do it, but, you know, I suppose you could do it at some other time. But
Okay.
he's sitting there waiting, you know.
Yeah, to dig him out of his grave, and so he can tell
Yep.
him. Okay. Cool.
Okay. So this is... These are your 3 choices. You can pick between one of those.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Boon of combat prowess. That's what it's
Cool.
going to take. That's so what it's going to take.
What is True Sight? What does it do exactly?
It is... So, a creature with true sight can, out to the specified range, see in normal and magical darkness, see invisible creatures and objects, automatically detect visual illusions, and succeed on saving throws against them, and perceives the original form of a shape changer or a creature that is transformed by magic. Furthermore, the creature can see into the ethereal plane.
Very cool.
And what is the ethereal plane?
Well, it's one of
Plenty
the
of, like, ethereal things.
yeah, it's one of the it's like the opposite of the shadow plane. So it's like
basically Valinor.
yeah.
You
So
should
basically
have
it's like yeah. So every point in the prime material plane has an equivalent point in the ethereal plane, right?
So I think Boon of Recovery is far and away the most valuable of those, but I think it's
Yeah,
also
this is
the
what I
least
considered
in
because I
character.
already hit a lot
But
anyways.
But I also think it's the least in character for Harmono.
Yeah. But like in the long, but like for Hammy, I mean, the longer he can stay alive, the longer he can destroy people in combat.
Yeah, but he's gonna either think about like true sight or about killing things, not about.
You don't know Hammer, do you?
I mean, the boon of recovery is also sort of like a combat thing as well. So that I could see that being in character. I mean, that's just
No,
an
I think
ability.
recovery is the best one.
It's obviously a combat thing, but like it's like the calculus of combat, not just the let's fucking kill everyone of combat. I mean,
Hammer is not let's fucking kill everyone. Come on.
Have you met you?
Just
I
kidding.
think the
Yeah.
recovery seems like the best one to me.
It's obviously the best one. I don't think he would take it though.
Man, maybe you guys should get into you know, an arrangement of your own. Oh wait, Vera is.
Vera also has in this business with the Polish guy.
Yeah, she could have had one of these boons herself, but instead she's got a fucked up hand that tells her to kill people.
Yeah, because she's got a goddamn conscience.
My God, he's got a gun.
My
Kill him.
Like,
bored.
how many never misses anyways? He just hits. It's a law of like physics.
Mm-hmm.
Become even more tanky.
Boon of recovery it is then.
Yep. How do I
Are
put
we
it in
just
my
going to
character
ignore the
sheet?
fact
Hmm?
that he said that the Revenant is going to be Varys?
Yes.
We're just going to ignore that? Okay. Yeah, you know your friend who sacrificed himself for you guys? He's going to be a zombie under your
Nazgul.
mind control.
Going to be a
No, he's
Nazgul.
not a zombie.
He's a Nazgul.
Yeah,
There's a difference.
he's an embodied spirit.
Well, no, he is going to be undead.
Yeah, wait, what? That's
He-
not a revenant, though.
Yeah, it is. In D&D terms, a revenant is a specific. It's an undead creature.
Yeah, I mean, but it's not a zombie. It's like
No.
like an embodied
True.
spirit.
True. But yeah, I mean, he's been returned to his dead body.
Wait, what? So he's a zombie?
Yeah, of sorts.
Oh, okay, that's not really revenant. Okay.
Yeah, but they're not logicless like
But
zombies.
yeah, but a
the
zombie is
Revenants.
just a type of undead, though.
Yeah, Yeah, but like zombies and skeletons, like they have no logic. They're logicless creatures. Revenant has some,
Yeah.
I think, self-thought or something.
Yeah, he's independent.
like-
He just has to follow orders given that are pursuant to completion of the quest. But otherwise, he's free to do his own thing, to an extent, of sorts.
But like, can I respawn him and spawn him whenever I want, or is he always there at all time?
No, you can't respawn him whenever you want to.
No, I mean the sense, okay, like I put him in my inventory and then get him out when I
No,
need him.
he's a thing. Like, he's waiting for you in
Ah,
his
okay.
grave right now.
Like, no,
Okay.
but can I put him in my pocket?
Yeah, come on. Can I shrink him down?
Yeah, and I will tell Vara that Varys will get resurrected by the Polish guy as a revenant.
Is Varys now a shrinky dink? Like you can put him in your pocket and then put him in a little glass of water and he gets bigger.
Yeah.
Not optimal. You hate to see it.
It wouldn't be his first time falling in water.
Okay.
Guys, I'm just straight up not having a good time right now.
All right, so you return. You return to Nightstone, and yeah, I guess you go and exhume the young Varys.
Varys.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
what? No, we're not, we're not exhuming Varys. Where the fuck would we exhume Varys?
For the revenant.
I
Think.
think that he's waiting for you in the ground right now.
So like we have to dig him up though? Like
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That was specified by the Thin Man.
Okay. Well, wait. So Harmonal has his dream, makes his deal, and then he wakes up. What happens after that? Are you gonna tell us about your dream, or are you gonna keep it to yourself?
I told you that. I think
I see
I
what you
said.
Okay, so tell us about your dream.
Yeah.
You told us that Varys is now supposed to be your bitch.
This is what the Polish guy told me. So
The way you always wanted it to be, to have
Mhm.
dominion over the half elf.
It sounds horribly, horribly.
no, I mean he got
Horribly
promoted to 80% elf at some
immoral.
point.
It's somewhat immoral.
Harmonal, if you're going to exercise dominion over the chained spirit of our former friend, then you do that. But I will not help you dig up his body.
I mean, but when the pact finishes, Varys' soul will be free, right?
Yeah, and until that time, he's your slave. Our friend,
Oh, he's a slave.
slavery, dedicated his whole life as an embodied being to the combating of slavery. You are now going to take his ethereal soul and bind it to your will.
I mean,
That's
it
John
was
Wick.
bound to Twardorsky anyways. It's not going to be bound to my sword.
I mean,
Yes,
yeah. He is
so-
like, he is stopping him from being an eternally being in hell. You know.
So your answer though is yes. You are going to bind him to your will.
Yeah, but it's like,
would-
but I mean, doesn't Vera understand that it's binding him to his will until this quest is done, rather than him being bound to somebody else's will for eternity?
I want him to understand.
Okay,
what
all
he's
right.
doing.
I
Also,
get
we
what
don't
you
know
mean.
That's for this quest and only this quest. We have no guarantee that his soul is then free afterward. For all we know,
Well,
he's
to be
on-
fair, it is a devil if the devil promised that. And he did
devils,
sign the deal
devils are
correctly.
obliged. Devils can skip their pacts.
But he didn't promise that. He didn't say you get a revenant that is then freed
That's true.
upon
He did
your
not say
use
that.
of said revenant.
Yeah.
He said you get a revenant. Like, there's no reason we have to think that that Varys is then freed after we're done with him.
I mean, I don't know what he agreed in his pact anyways, so I don't know his exact situation, but one thing I know is that his soul belongs to Twardorsky now. And it does not belong to me, even
And
if
that
he gives
doesn't
me
bother
Varys
me
as a
at
revenant.
all.
What?
I said, and that doesn't bother me at all.
No, but I mean, he doesn't give me his soul as a revenant. I didn't resurrect him as a revenant. It seems he's doing Twardorsky's bidding right now, which is to get this pact done. He's doing my bidding.
It sounds like your
Tell you
friend
what.
Varys is fucked regardless of what happens, huh?
Tell you what, Harmonel. I'll help you get Varys out of the ground on one condition.
Which
When we
is
pulled him up and dusted him off, you give him one order, and that one order is to act as Varys would act. And you don't tell him a single thing after that.
Well, per the contract, Varys is only bound to follow orders pursuant to fulfilling the goal of the contract.
What's
So
the contract goal?
To get Twardowski the soul of the King of Embers.
Okay, so he
So
is.
it's not like he could tell him to like kill that random person unless that was pursuant to the goal to getting him the King of Embers soul.
But that also means that he can't then de facto free him by telling him to do as Varys would do.
Yeah, it's not a genie
Good.
situation.
But could he do that? I mean, like,
No,
I mean,
not per the contract. No, that's not an order that he's bound to
but
follow.
does the contract know what is pursuant to the goal? I mean, if we.
I mean, Twardowski has a Palantir and watches everything we do.
The-
No,
So
no,
The Revenant knows. Yes.
I know we're going out on a limb here,
Yes.
but I'm like
Yes.
seriously, like
Yes.
I mean, if
Yes. The Revenant
we as a
knows.
group, okay,
It's magical.
yeah, but if we as a group deem that Varys being Varys
It's
is
not
the
up to
best
you.
way to achieve our goals,
It's not up to you. It's situational, you know.
yeah, but my question is about the situation, like does it have to factually further the goal?
Yes.
And how would it know? Does it have
Because
does it
magic.
actually-
Because of magic.
Okay. So then I guess we can just tell the Revenant to do things, and if it will do them, then we know that furthers the plan. If it won't, then we know it isn't. So we can use it as like a what are they called? A dowsing rod to the pursuer.
Just put him on the front of the carriage.
Yeah, I mean, is that like the situation?
No.
Like, he'll only do
I don't
things
know
that
what's hard about this to understand. You can't tell him to do random things. If it supports the quest, then he does it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that like if we deem that it supports the quest for Varys to be Varys,
It's not up to you. It is not up to you.
It's up to like the world.
Yes,
Magic.
it's up to the magic. It's up to the fucking the weave.
Okay, yeah,
Determine
and that was then my quippy remark. Then we can just use him as a dowsing rod, and we just say
That's not really how it works.
Okay.
Anyway, so are you gonna dig him up?
It's one or the other.
Are you going to dig him up?
I mean, I don't know, because I was going to do it, I was going to do it on this conversation with Harmon, but then you interjected with all your weird conditions and
Well, both options
You're
seem
I mean,
horribly
it's not a
terrible.
condition. I'm just explaining the contract that you misunderstood.
But that contract doesn't make sense. It needs to have it's either subjective or objective assessment of reality.
I mean,
Well,
Varys is
Harmonel, are
probably-
you digging up the body while Vera fucking like bangs her head against a wall?
I'm banging your head against the wall, dude.
I mean, I will open the grave and see Varys' condition in the
Okay.
first place.
So he's been in there for
Like a month and a half. Month?
yeah.
If we were selling him on Amazon, we'd say lightly used.
Yeah, exactly. So, he's been buried in there for about 1 month. So so you dig him up, and his skin it's dry and leathery, and it's got a deep purple blackish color.
Gross.
His eye sockets are sunken and receded almost all the way into the skull. The eyes themselves are like a foggy, milky white. His finger and toenails just are gone, and his lips are kind of like shrunken and receded, leaving him with him like a kind of a permanent toothy grin. And the morning star wounds on his torso and stomach have prevented the putrescent gases from making him bloating. So his skin's relatively intact. Your gorgeous beard is still there, as is your less than gorgeous slave scar. You smell fucking awful.
Honestly.
I bury him again.
Yep. I won't need him for now.
So he's just alive and he's just gonna be
Yeah,
underground.
you know. Oh yeah. To be clear, Varys is alive and aware.
I mean, he's not
So who
alive,
is in
he's undead.
control of Varys right now?
You baby.
Oh. So now I'm two characters. Is that what's happening?
Yep.
Don't
So
make
would
me
this
go
be?
back. Don't make me go back,
Hold on.
please.
Let me.
What have you done? What have you done?
Hold on.
It was Tarkovsky's doing.
So this is whoops.
See,
Oh my
if
God,
Carr
it's
was a
still fucking
good
too big.
DM, he
What?
would have gone through all of our footage and made a soundboard of all the things Greg has said.
I know. If I really
so that
cared.
He could speak on Greg's behalf.
You basically made
I'll
me
upload the character
Justice
sheet for
from
you
Dragon
after
Age.
this, Greg.
You made me Justice from Dragon Age.
I don't get it.
If Justice was like dripping bits of his face off.
I did only play the first one.
That's what Awakening was the DLC to the first one.
Oh.
He's a spirit of justice that is controlling the corpse of a guy you found,
Oh, that's
a
right.
Grey Warden.
Gross.
Need to replay that game. Anyway, so in your capacity as a revenant, you are undead. So you don't need to sleep or eat. You can't become exhausted. You can't be poisoned. You can't be knocked out. When you fall to 0 HP, you don't die. You go into negative HP. But once that's at minus 50% of your total, you just permanently die with no saving throws.
Sick.
So you're a level 5 Oathbreaker Paladin and a level 3 Pact of the Fiend Warlock.
Oathbreaker. He died
Oathbreaker.
fulfilling his oath. He ain't no
okay,
goddamn
yeah, I remember
Oathbreaker.
that now. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
Like, who do I play as? If you just fucking like
But how does
Alaric
Varys react when I
you.
dig him out?
You should have done an accent for Alric, and then we could differentiate the two of them.
That's true.
God damn it!
Oh, it's a
You
me,
know what?
yeah.
I didn't know this was in his plans.
And I'm a poor
It's true.
father.
I specifically didn't tell him.
Yeah.
What have you done? What have you done to this poor man?
All right, and we'll call it here for the day.
Greg, I got it.